Hello and welcome to the Exogate Initiative. We're checking this game out for our variety game today. It is a Stargate-inspired colony builder in the vein, sort of like Evil Genius, where you carve out sections of a mountain base to build your base in. Then you build up a little team and you send them out on I want to say like XCOM style missions, but without the actual like XCOM part of it. And you build up a little base, and we're playing this obviously live on Twitch, where you can come check us out, live during the week if you're watching this on YouTube. So we're gonna have Twitch integration today, which I'm really excited about. We don't play a lot of games with Twitch integration, but it has some sort of voting system. I have no idea what it's like. I haven't really checked out this game. It was recommended by a viewer, requested actually by a viewer, and then the publishers reached out to me, so I was like, yeah, let's hit it. Let's check out what it's about. Initiation, free playback. Let's go initiation, I guess. Mission contact frequency. Low, focus on management gameplay. Teams will be more autonomous and rarely request help. Provide narrative choices during missions, also giving you the space and time to build your base. Narrative hazards are frequent as you guide your team through your own space odyssey. Let's just go balanced. This game just came out about 2 weeks ago. So, everything's still new. Everything's still fresh. I don't know how far along it is, but we'll take a peep. Welcome to your first day as Executive Officer, or EXO for short. At the Exogate Initiative, I'm Rudy Cobb, with 2 Bs, founder and CEO. I've dedicated my fortune to the research and development of Exogate technology, capable of sending people not just across the galaxy, but across the universe. Today, we take our first tentative steps. The world is watching, but stay focused on your goals and we'll succeed together. I feel like if this guy's going to be my narrator, I should have given him a fun voice. A little Meg rail. We got some little robots. What do we got? Robots? I guess this is the Exogate. Build core facilities for your gators. Build a barracks of 20 blocks. Build 3 beds, 3 lockers, a mess, a meal dispenser, and a mess table. Infrastructure, gators, star map and mission, allies, aliens and artifacts, research and patents. Infrastructure, wall, barracks, mess, lab, power plant. This is one of these things where I'm like, do I build close or do I build fur? You never really know when you're playing a new game how close you want to make things. So I tell you what, we're going to go way out. What's this? Do I have to make rooms first, do I? Wall, build a new wall of 20 blocks. Selection is very strange. Wall. Dig. Oh, okay. Now I see. I'm just an idiot. I want to make sure we actually have like an entrance. And then we need a mess of a minimum of 12 blocks. We'll be generous and give it 15. Little diggy hole. Pick. Thank you. Looks like Dungeon Keeper, Evil Genius. Dungeon Keeper, yeah, that was the other game I was trying to think of. Dungeon Keeper, Evil Genius layout kind of thing. Like Stargate, but not. Yeah, I mean, it's very clearly Stargate inspired. We are robots and we're digging a hole. Cute. I guess we'll see. I feel like it's extremely quiet, hey? It's pretty rare in a game I have to actually turn it up instead of down. Oh, cool. They'll build the walls once the room is done. So if we make this a barracks... Now I have to actually wait for them to finish making it nice. And this is our mess. Good, good. Cute. I can get behind this music. Build 3 beds, 3 lockers. Okay, so gators, no. Infrastructures. If I go into barracks. Aha, door, double door. Let's add a door here and a door here. This is probably sell, yes. Builders, okay. Ah, and if I click in, I can get the bed. One, two. And 3 lockers, okay. Feels like I could have designed that better. Absolutely, I can design that better. You don't need it open on all sides. There we go. All right, and in the mess hall, we need a mess table and a meal dispenser. Easy peasy. Two mess tables and 1 meal dispenser. I kind of want these to be back to back because it feels like that would look really nice. So I tell you what, we're just going to actually dig one more. We're going to dig one more hole because my OCD will never be able to handle it otherwise. Robots don't like to sing? I don't think that's true. I think robots love singing. That's all my last square for me, dudes. There we go. Yeah. I'll put that there. What a bleak mess hall. The committee. Now that all the warm welcome guff is out of the way, let's get down to business. Mr. Cobb's purse strings are notoriously loose. Thus, we at the committee are here to ensure that space exploration remains profitable. We shall monitor your progress and release funds when you achieve your goals. Your next goal, find life in the universe, a difficult but profitable endeavor. Wouldn't you agree? Building a base objective complete. You were granted $5,000 by the committee. Bring back and study a biosample. Hire 3 scientists. Build a lab with 16 blocks. Build a biosample containment. Find life on an exoplanet. Collect 1 biosample. 1 biosample study desk. 1 biosample. All right, well, starting off, I guess clearly I need to build a lab, so let's just do that. 16 blocks. How about 1 by 16? How does that? You know what? Let's go for 8, 16. I'm clearly going to need a power plant as well. Houses generator to power rooms and builder bots. Connect more destinations on the star map. A little stick a door in here too. You can't abuse your minions in this game? Well, not yet. What about my scientists that I spend to like horrible exoplanets? Didn't I have 3 robots? Here he is. Who's that really handsome guy bottom right? Where is he? I don't see him down there. Oh, you must be talking about these little robots. These little handsome robots. Oh, look, a little poster. How cute. How cute. I like that we can really zoom in. Yeah, me too. Period budget summary. Committee gave us 50 grand. Patents gave us nothing. We paid no salaries. We made 50 grand. Trending topics. Radiation resistant is less profitable, but energy resource more profitable. Oh man, I love that they decorate with little posters. I'm a sucker for decorations. Tick, 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 tick. And a door. Ramp. I will pay for a new Dungeon Keeper with current graphics. Haven't they made new Dungeon Keepers? And weren't they not very good? I recall new Dungeon Keepers and not being very good. I would recommend just playing Evil Genius too, honestly. Research desk, biosample containment, biosample study desk. Well, I need both of these. You're small. You are big. And you are super big. Well, let's put you there. And then, what's this thing? Patent writing console. Okay, we'll get to that after. I'm going to put you there, and I'm going to put you there. Level 2. Hire 3 scientists. Builders. New recruitment campaign? Class to recruit. Scientist. Diplomat, scholar, engineer, medic, soldier. By adjusting the available parameters, you can control how many applications you will receive and the skill of the candidate. Once started, the recruitment campaign will last for a specified number of days, after which you can hire any of the candidates that applied. How many do we need? 3. All right, well, why don't we get 6 applicants so we can get good ones? We can make it 3 days. Sure. And what was the other thing in here? A patent writing console. I don't have enough power for this, though. So I guess let's dig a diggy hole and get power generation going. Power generation is one of those things that in Evil Genius, you really needed to be away from so many things. So I'm obviously like hesitant to put it anywhere. This game looks hella cute. Love its vibe. Very chill so far. It's really got that spa, Scandinavian spa soundtrack. You know what I mean? Just as the chillest vibe as can be. No gator has the required level to use research desk. Okay. 6 scientists are ready for hire. Here you can see all the candidates that applied for the job during the recruitment campaign. You can compare their skills and hire as many of them as you want, or none at all. Logic, knowledge, social, perception, mind, strength, and body. Kevin Murray is from Canada. This guy's from Brazil. All right, well, I'm going to hire the Canadian, obviously. And then we're going to discover whether or not we can rename them. This guy seems good, Josh Johnson. And Gabriel Games also seems pretty good. Josh is a bit more expensive, but he's way better than everybody else. All right, we only needed 3 scientists, so that's all I'm going to hire. What does this button do? Team selection. Create new team. Cool. We need a team name. This is our team of scientists who are going to go out and try to discover life on another planet through the Exogate. I am taking name suggestions. Team Omega, maybe? I'm going to make them green since they're looking for life. Beta test? Just the big B? I don't know what most of these... Like, that's Delta. That's... Some? Enigma? This is an X. +1 for beta test? Clearly a new team called AG1. Team creation, this remembers me of XCOM squads. Yeah, so it's got a little bit of like an XCOM vibe to it. Epsilon, thank you. Thank you. My brain. Team Beta Cucks. No, I'll just go. We'll call him Team Beta Test. Sure, why not? Team Beta Test needs 3 people. Let's put all these goons on it. No assignment. All right, well, we're off to a good start. Plan your exploration of the universe from the star map. Connect new sectors to the network. Send teams on missions to new worlds and claim explored sectors to expand your territory and influence. I want to just check something real quick, which is that this is working. Want to make sure we're connected to Twitch chat here. Home of humanity, Earth. To explore destinations, you must connect them to the Exogate network. Maintaining this link will consume energy. Some destinations contain flora and fauna, which a scientist can study in the field. They can sometimes collect biosamples and specimens. Biosamples can be sorted and analyzed in the lab. You'll earn science points needed to unlock new techs and produce theories, which are used to write new patents to earn income. Okay. This team's color is green, so I'm going to send them to the green planet filled with acid. Oh, cool. Great mission. Beta test. Each destination has a recommended level, which shows the ideal experience level of gators for them to be relatively safe. Injury chance, increased probability assigned team will be injured. Engine severity is 100 by default, but can be reduced by the presence of medics. Gotcha. Mission initiated for the beta tests team. I also believe it looks like we have no power in the base. We'll solve that pretty quickly, though. All right. Yeah, right. What goes in here? Generators. Generator MK2, generator MK3. I can only make a generator MK1. Of course, just a terrible size. Why don't we slap a few of those Slim Jims in? I like that they don't have to like go order it. Like, you know, in Evil Genius, they have to go and like pick it up from this thing. Am I an alpha male? No, I'm more like an omega male, I think. Is more my identifying token. What is this? What does this even mean? And I guess we need a patents desk. So let's make some stuff in here. Beta test. Exo, it's Murray. We stepped through the gate for the first time. After a moment of dizziness, I was suddenly standing on the surface of MT467. So, this is the Twitch integration. Cool. So I can trigger a vote, and you guys can decide what we want to do. I mean, I think this one probably doesn't really matter, but I just want to test the Twitch integration first. See how it goes. Is chat feeling benevolent or not today? It'll also be interesting to see how far behind the delay is. I imagine for like important decisions, this is going to be even more important. Power's overrated. This guy will be died in the mission. Be lucky if they survive. It's got a real Kerbal Space Program feeling to like the portraits, which I kind of love. It's cool that radio goes through the Exogate as well. Cool. Dope. This is great. My God, it works. It certainly does, and I can't believe it. There's life here. This place is teeming with plant life, not to mention the moons in the skies. Okay, when it comes to important things, we'll vote. We don't have to vote on everything. Friendly plant life, I hope. Oh, we're here looking for plant life, so hopefully we find some friendly plant life. Not a Trifid in sight. I'd better think of something memorable to say quick. I had a line prepared, but this is so much I've forgotten it. Stay calm, Kevin. You're only being watched on every screen. Flat 3D VR HG from Mumbai to the moon. No pressure. I think I'm hyperventilating. He lost 1 mental health. Yeah, like, I guess if we're gonna get little things like this, I'll try to throw it in as often as I can. Try to relax. Tell him he's fine, doing great. Or do we think it's the atmosphere? Is there some sort of poison on this planet seeping into the minds of our people? I mean, the cool thing is I can also just always pick something if I see the vote going up. I don't have to wait 30 seconds, 60 seconds. His eyes, yeah, he's got some real crazy eyes for sure. This is gonna mentally destroy him. All right, we're going with the atmosphere. If it wasn't breathable, I think I'd be doing more than hyperventilating right now. I'm okay. I think I'm good, but I don't know what to say. Can I get to steer, Exo? Okay, no, this is actually where it's important to vote. Oh, we also have let somebody else do it. Be yourself. Say something fun. Say something humble, or say something epic. Boom, 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 boom. What do we get? We got 1 vote for epic, 1 vote for humble, 2 votes for humble bundle. That's exclamation mark humble bundle. I don't care. Let's go humble. Sponsored by Humble Bundle. Just give me a second to regain my composure. Deep breath. We're just explorers like all those that came before us. With the alien plant life we've discovered here on MT467, we've simply taken the next logical step into the unknown, building on what we've already learned living on Earth and the Moon, and from our manned mission to Mars. Thank you, Exo. That was more nerve-wracking than stepping through the gate. Well, you were clearly not suited for this job then. How about getting a sample to show on the live stream? We're spoiled for choice. There's kind of a grass right here at our feet. Okay, here we go. We'll start this one up. A grass right here at our feet that could be mosses in the cave to the west. And to the south, there's a leafy tree hanging over the edge of a cliff. Science and knowledge, science and body, or science. I like how one of these is just let the viewers decide. Who is this? This is Kevin Murray. Can we see like what you're good at? So I'll try to save the votes for things like this so that we don't vote on everything. I'm just having fun. We never play anything with Twitch integration, so it's like, you know, when you get the opportunity, you gotta kind of take it. Let the viewers decide. Break the fourth wall. I know, right? Like, isn't that what we're doing? All right, we got a clear winner for Explore the Cave. Let me know what you find. Critically failed the test. It's carrying a biosample, 25 science points earned, and they all lost an incredible amount of mental health. I got a piece of moss in the sample jar. It's slimy. It almost glowed in the dim light. The cave was deeper than we thought. I went in too far, slipped on the moss, and nearly disappeared forever. Thankfully, Gomez has quick reflexes. He does. Maybe that's why the ratings just went through the roof. Okay, so if we try to get our scientists killed, we'll get higher viewership. Now we have the sample we can store in the lab back in the base and study it. Understood. Before we sign off, why don't we say a few words about the wider goals of the initiative? What do we want to accomplish? Science first, learn as much as we can about the universe. More resources to sustain our way of life. Care about the well-being of my team and staff. Definitely not that. We want to be the first big space tech company. Inspire the next generation of the creative arts. Spread peace and inclusivity. And I want to make as much money as possible. Listen, I am traditionally an artist by trade, so I got to go with inspire the next generation of the creative arts. Give people something to look forward to and escape to inspire them to follow in our footsteps or forge their own path. Any final words, team leader? Please watch out for more missions from Exogate Initiative in the near future. We're planning to stream as many as possible. We're forging humanity's role in the universe, and we want you to be with us every step of the way. Team Beta Cucks returning. Biosample. So I wanted to dig out a little extra space here. Biosample containment, biosample study desk. Okay. Here's Kevin Murray. He's got it in the study desk. Cute. Looks like something out of Subnautica. Vermintide has Twitch integration. It does. You are correct. And we've played it with Twitch integration before. I do wish you could kind of like mark to be like dig out as a lab. Holy cow, you did it. I knew we'd find life out there, but this quickly, I watched the stream. Incredible. First words on an exoplanet. Wow. You got to keep money flowing if you want to keep that committee. Sweet. Did I mention we can sell patents, develop theories, studying samples, and use them to publish patents? Well, geez, I am one step ahead of the curveball here. Oh, this is big. Form a second team. Get 5 scientific theories by studying samples. I guess we need another recruitment campaign. Because we're going to need a new team. Punk. No patent to write. Get 5 scientific theories by studying samples. So I assume we have to keep sending people out then. Use science points to unlock new tech and equipment in the tech tree, which a scientist will then use research using a research desk. Science points are earned during missions and then from studying biosamples which were brought back. Workshop, recreation, training room. I feel like workshop is what we probably want. We need 400 tech points for that. 100 for the med bay, 200 for recreation, 100 for training room, which gives us soldiers. Ooh, and the lab. Specimen study. 200 points. And the power plant, 300 for the generator. All right, well. Patents. Patents are your first source of revenue in the game by studying biosamples and specimens. Your scientists will develop new theories, yada, yada, yada. Each patent is created for a specific topic, such as food source, written use, and theories. Theories have different levels of quality. To create a patent, you need a scientist working at a patent writing console in the lab. Choose up to 5 theories to write the patent with. The more theories, the more revenue it will earn, but the longer it will take the scientist to write. Theory, quality, and writer's knowledge attribute also based on how much the patent will earn. All right, well, maybe why don't we maybe get, well, no, screw it. Let's just do one of these. $2,000, start writing. Is anybody good at writing? Can I see? Josh Johnson, I want you to start writing this patent. Looks like he's assigned. This game could use with more soundtrack. Especially for a colony builder. You want something that kind of like sucks you in, zones you out. Right now it is dead silence. If I rename the rename character, can we rename the team Beta Cox? Can I rename characters is an important question. I can. Josh Johnson. Josh, son of Josh. All right, who do we got here? We got, she's really good at writing. Probably hire her. Yeah, we'll definitely hire her. Teams are 3 people, so I tell you what, why don't we hire her to write stuff, and then we'll have, like, 2 other teams. We'll take this. I think I actually have to take all of these people right now, if that's the case. Perfect. And now I'm going to create a new squad, which is going to be called The Navigators. Teammate Exo 2. Listen, I'm just gonna leave this one open. You guys come up with the good names. This is your job. And on this one, we're gonna put him, you, and Saki Suzuki. Now, I want to send you guys into space. After exploring a destination, and its sector, you can claim it by spending influence. It will then be added to your territory, expanding your area of influence. The more sectors you claim, the more influence you earn. Some worlds must be claimed before you can use them, such as material designations before you can mine them. Worlds that are home to intelligent beings cannot be claimed until you've completed cultural studies or missions of self-defense. So if we claim it, it costs influence, but it generates more influence for us. Interesting. Obviously, I want this volcano planet. So let's send a squad here. We'll send the new boys there. The new gang. And what about this pretty ocean planet? Recommended level 2. Well, that's never stopped me before. I'm certainly not going to listen to that. Do I need more bedrooms and stuff now as well? Clearly, I need more generators. Do I? No, I don't. Ah, it's just that the Exogate uses a lot of power, I guess. Cool. It causes like the whole base to go dark. Yeah, okay. People are complaining that they don't have beds. So I'm gonna need a lot more. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's definitely more than I need. Because I could put some on this side. And we can fill a bunch of this with lockers as well. Looks like Evil Genius too. Yeah, definitely. Long Johnson, the Turg Task Force. The group is known as the Turgles. Oh, I have to wait till they're back from a mission. Where is my my patent scientist? We could call her Long Johnson though. Come on. This is 2 different fields. All right. Barracks. Gator? I hardly knew her. What's this, do you think? Mineable resources? Or perhaps just some sort of bedrock? Some you're not allowed in here bedrock. Boop, 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 boop. And boop. Scientist has collected a biosample. Great. Dudes are also hungry. Scientists. Fewer applicants this month. Well, I'm glad we got that while we could. Patent topic of regeneration is more popular. The committee gave us 50,000. We earned a little bit from patents, but we paid out some salaries. I probably need some more of these. Take a wild guess. Hopefully my robots will get people in here. If you're hungry, go eat. What's your problem? Has nowhere to put what they're carrying. I see. I need more of these biosamplers. I probably need quite a few of those, actually. Order in progress. Stock. Okay. And the Turglers also came back with a bit of science, it looks like. No injuries. Let's get their team fixed up. The Turgles and Scottish, I saw your rename there too. I'm gonna rename. Actually, do we have anybody from Scotland? No, we have someone from France though, and that's almost close. Yeah, that's kind of close. That's close, almost Scotland. So, okay. So these guys are studying that. Then we have to have somebody else go through there. This guy's 99 to claim. This guy's 15 to claim. I mean, we have exactly 99 points, so why don't we do that? Not enough influence. I have exactly 99 influence. Get out of here. Some destinations have unusual events that your team will encounter, but they grant more XP. It looks like that showed up when I clicked on this. Oh, I see. It's got unusual event. Oh, well, yeah. Hell yeah. Let's go. Are you kidding me? We'll send the Turgles on this one. All these other ones are science. I don't got enough juice. I mean, I assume there's no downside to claiming stuff other than it takes a while for it to, like, kick back up. All right. What are my robots doing other than not building this room? Which I think I've realized. Have I given them, like, the wrong command here? Guys are going to the Exogate. Collecting stock for meals. Building room. Okay. And we'll power expand that one as well. Cool. Cool. I think this double stacked the build order on top of it, because it looks like he's trying to build it over an already built room. All right. Aha. Okay. So interesting. Right. A single patent using multiple theories. If I go here, is this the right patent? I definitely don't want you on this. I want John Johnson on this. Medical treatment, bioweapons, energy source. Patents are active for 12 months. How do we look at these patents? Right, new patent. Could be on anything. Common, one energy source one. I mean, let's, I guess, write that. Write one of these. Why not? What else is she doing? Oh, okay. So teams, when they're back here as well, will also just study these things and get as much as they can. Cool. He was born in Scotland, but now he lives in France. Yeah, exactly. Both European countries with undecipherable languages that hate the English. I can see the comparison. You get it. This is weird. Can I, like, fix whatever this room is? So it said that place was a strange event, but then there was no strange event. In the end, nothing happened. There was no quest. All right, we built that room. So what's happened to this room that's glitched out? Game, come on. Oh man, this room is totally glitched, isn't it? Idle. Not a great start, game. Okay. Now they're going back in to try and make the room. These guys all need a bed. I understand. It's just problematic. Okay, it looks like they are turning this into a room. I think they just can't get rid of the build order marking. I have 5 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So probably 6, 7. We got 1 extra bed, then we have lockers. All right, so this room is just going to have build order on the floor, I guess, forever. Our finances are proceeding adequately, but that could disappear quickly with a well-aimed lawsuit. Far be it from us how to tell you how to run the initiative, but our risk assessment shows we are lacking in the health and safety department. You might also want to consider recruiting a soldier or 2 to help our investors feel more secure. Well, if I ever had the science to do any of that, I would consider it. And it looks like I need to research all of this stuff in order, so we might as well start with the medbay. Bioweapons and energy sources. So it looks like there's no reason not to just queue these bad boys up all the time. Sure, I'm gonna need a medbay. I'm gonna make that like right here. You know what? I'm going to make it like that. Because I figure if someone's wounded, they're probably coming back from the Exogate. Seems like a good spot for a medbay. I need to hire a medic as well. I don't have access to them yet, though. So I guess, why don't we send some people out into space? Let's go this way. This is an interesting event, so let's create a mission here. And then we'll go out this way and we'll create a mission for these guys. Do a little exploration. Everybody get to work. Stop napping. Are the Johnsons married? I don't think so. Did I end up recovering the Wartails run? I have not, no. I haven't heard back from that QA team, so I'm just assuming it's in their hands. But we got the new run going, so I'm happy with that. It is what it is. Really love what you've done with the carpet. Minimum 30 blocks. Oh, you're right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20, 30. Wow, I nailed it. I mean, I totally did that on purpose. This is actually the dig order here, which is really interesting. I wonder what happened. Oh! Command Exo requesting permission to prep a climbing expedition. Why? 182 doesn't appear to have a sky. There's just another ground inverted looking down on us. Chat, this one's on you. Do we want to let them climb up to the sky? To the inverse sky? Or do we say you're explorers, not climbers? And ban them. Ban them from exploring. They're all about to hit level 2, which is really exciting. I think no matter how this goes, I mean, assuming they don't all just die, we'll probably get some level ups here. Is it up, though, if it's just another ground? I mean, it just sounds like they've entered into a cave, probably, and they're not very good. Okay, you guys are all aligned here. The closer we get, the better our readings will be. That's quite the discovery. Report back when you have any news. Whoop, 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 whoop. Aliens and artifacts. Oh, we haven't done this yet. Artifacts are relics of alien races which your team can bring back from certain missions and store in the library. Each artifact is a specific type which can only be recovered by a gator of the matching type. A scientist may recover an artifact of science. Cool. This shows all the intelligent beings you have encountered in your missions. Earth, homeworld, artifact collection. Cool. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Oh, I see. I see. We need a level 2 scientist to work the research bench, which she is. So now that she's done writing things, she can actually work on that. We're at the top of the nearest peak, Exo. Whoo-wee, what a climb, and what a view. We're much closer to the inverted ground. 60%. Oh, we don't have an engineer, so we can't say this is a natural phenomenon, but we can do this one. I'd rather do the thing that actually requires skill checks than the none one. How is this possible? Succeeded at test. Level up, XP. This close to it, we can hear a faint hum, almost like engines. Is something keeping it aloft? A perfect copy of the ground we're standing on. From this distance, we can even see another team on the peak of the inverted mountain. Alien life! All right, I'm not even asking. First contact protocols. Initiating universal hand signals. They're responding. I mean, they're clearly just us, and we're in some sort of weird mirror dimension. Wait, false alarm. It's not another team. The inverted ground, it's an immense mirror. The whole planet is encased in it. We're reacting to our own reflections. I wonder what purpose is, or if it's like a hypothetical Dyson sphere around a planet instead of a star. Maybe it was built to shield the planet. Is there something they're trying to keep in, perhaps? Continue exploration, dudes. Good luck. Bon chance. I guess I can at least build a door here. $150 juice. 42 power. Med bay's almost ready. Influence sources. Oh, yeah. Okay. All those claim sectors only give us 1 influence a day. No injuries. The Turgles are there. That was to 182, was it? Okay. Is there nothing on these planets? These are all like recommended levels 7, 5, 2, 10. This one is 3. We're gonna do that one next. And by next, I mean right now. 27% injury chance. I like that it's like this one here. This one here requires a level 3 team, and I'm like, level 2 team, let's go. Everybody's too tired to go on a mission, according to this behind me. I guess I got a nap. Research medbay complete. Nope. Bioweapons are less popular, but rad resistance is pretty big. I assume I'm gonna get the ability to hire medics now. These guys came back with a couple of biosamples, which is nice. 3 biosamples, it looks like. No. Yes? Yes. Cool. So actually building the 4 of these containers was a good idea. In here, we need a med bed, a diagnostics pod, a physical treatment dispenser, and a medic. This is also a diagnostic desk. Oh, okay. All right. You're on both sides. You're on both sides. Double, double. Oil in trouble. I'm going to do this, that. I'm going to put one of you in. Obviously, I want one of these fun desks. They look correct. A curtain. Decorative, but gives privacy during diagnostics. That's cute. We build a little privacy curtain back here and build like another thing. I'm out of power again. But I have enough room to fit another Jenny in here, so we'll do that. Hire 1 medic. You guys going on another adventure? You are. Wow. Medic. That looks fine. We're probably going to hire a few medics here because I'd like to put medics on these teams to make sure they don't get injured. They failed the animal sentience test. How many Rimworld mods do you need to make that game? About 350 probably. Give or take. We have no research, but we don't really have enough points. We do have a lot of patents we can maybe write. How about a food source? How about a medical treatment? Yeah, okay, so these just expire after a while. So it's literally, the game is like, write as many patents as you possibly can pretty much all the time, it seems. If you have extra theories, use them. Bam, 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 bam. And we might as well line up the squad. Let's go to like this planet. Send the Turgles out. Send them out on another mission whenever they're done taking naps. Okay, influence actually builds up pretty quick. So we can claim another planet. I guess. I'm not seeing any reason not to just claim planets. Like, I don't know what the value is yet. I'm assuming eventually I'll unlock mining. Probably once I get an engineer, but... One really big one. Yeah, 350 mods are one really, really big one. That's pretty much how it works. You've got medic recruitments. We got Bryan Adams, famous American songwriter. Olivia Jones from England. Jason Allen from America. Lauren Lee. And Haruka Abe. Okay, I'm obviously going to hire Bryan Adams. And then let's hire Haruka because she's cheaper and equal in basically every way. And I tell you what, we're going to hire one more. Oh, you're all really bad. All right, whatever. Doesn't matter. Research training room, hire a soldier. Launch a mission with a soldier on the team. So I don't have to assign anybody here, but I can put Bryan Adams on the diagnostician's desk in case we start having any problems. And then we'll probably start reworking the team so it's like a medic, a scientist, and a soldier. Gator has been injured. One of your gators has sustained a physical injury and must go into a diagnostic pod in the medbay. The injury must be diagnosed before it can be treated. Josh, and injured. What happened? Do I not get to know? It looks like his nose got broken. Once a gator is diagnosed with a physical or psychological injury, they must be treated by a medic or automatically in the ICU. The medic requires treatments provided by the physical and psychological treatment dispensers. Psychological, physical. Oh, I see. I see. Interesting. That might need some reworking. They've also just like left this bio sample on the ground here. All right, well, he's getting fixed up. Not the gators. We probably have some patents we can also start selling off. Beds for the new people? Oh, yeah. I guess. I suppose we could give them somewhere to sleep. Can I go out this way? I could. Therefore, I will. So I'm going to do like a double row of lockers in the middle is my plan. And then the beds sort of on each side. What's your problem? Needs a locker. Oh, yeah. I'm working on it, homies. The Turgles are returning. Hikora Nakamura has been injured. But we've gotten a bunch more science stuff. And I think we're out of drugs. Because they're all so busy doing this. All of these are empty, yeah? If they put one in, it goes green? Yeah, okay. That'll do. Where are you going, little guy? Maintaining diagnostic pod. Okay. So these guys also do all the work. Let's build like 2 more of these. And then I'm going to be honest, we're also going to need to expand this sooner than later. So we might as well just put someone on it now. And we have some patents to write. If I do that, and then that, okay. I'm a little bit confused. I'm starting to think maybe you're actually better off not writing many patents, but instead just like waiting until you have a ton of stuff and then writing a couple of big patents. Launch a mission with a soldier on the team. Hire a soldier. Training room. Well, I tell you what, if the med bay's there, we might as well put the soldier bay here. I like how they all decided, like, we'll build this weird thing that you decided first. Before we get to all the stuff that matters, why don't we just set this up? Don't bother finishing the bedrooms in here. God forbid. Textile sources up. Regeneration is down. We made 10 grand. I mean, do I even need to be selling patents? Nakamura had frostbite, which is what they cured. Okay. It's doing okay on stock. I think this is probably enough spots for us. Once we actually get these rooms built, we'll be okay. Then we'll start sending out more dudes. We can claim another planet. I guess. Oh, I wanted to put a medic on these teams. Can we edit the teams? Is an actual question I have. So you're good at what? Social knowledge and logic. Social knowledge, logic, and perception. This guy's really good at perception. I'm going to take Josh Johnson off the team. And I'm going to put on Lauren Lee. We're going to send the beta testers out on this mission. Let's see how that works. My brain is on fire. I'm hungry. Barracks. Generators. These cost $1,000. We can easily afford all 3 of them. Solve one problem in the meantime as everybody else does their other things. All right. Okay, okay, okay. I actually want to move this guy's one here, so I can fix the beds as well. One, two, three, four, five. How many people do we have in total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3, 4, 5, 6. So we got room for 2 more people. So we'll probably hire 2 soldiers. Once the soldiering is allowed to start, which can start, the recruitment drive at least can start now. 10 plus soldiers. Wow. Okay. Well, let's increase the budget so we get some better guys, maybe. See what we come up with. Do they need to be accessible from both sides? I'm not, I think the reactor, as long as they have like one spot that people can get to, can get fixed. They don't seem to have like an in and out on them. You know, like the lockers say, like, you know, when you put them down, it's got like the little arrows, right? So the reactors don't have anything of that sort. So you could probably actually like I could probably put like a 1 hole here and add a reactor in, and it could hit all 3 from like one square. Certainly, I'm getting that vibe. Beta test. Beta test the base. I'm 36 years old and never saw anything like this in my entire life. We're surrounded by vines and beautiful rock sculptures in the middle of a vast forest. The sculptures look incredibly lifelike. Sculptures mean sculptors. We thought so, but we scanned the area and there's no one here. It feels like we're being watched by who or what, I have no idea. It's just a feeling. What should we do? Do we search the area, make a perception check, or do we do mind strength? Everybody takes a deep breath. I know that Gomez has pretty good perception. I don't know how they are as a group. I'm assuming they must have decent mind strength just in comparison. Adopt an offensive position if we had a soldier. And I'm assuming this is like 60% chance of success, 55% chance. Roughly, give or take. If I was a betting man. And then they attack. It does feel like we could get attacked at like any minute. People are already losing mental health from this. But that's okay. We'll drive our scientists crazy for a while. All right, let's go search the area. It's just vines, sculptures, and trees. Level ups. Failed the test on perception. Gomez. I saw the vines move. Well, it's probably time to leave then. Copy that. Give me an update when you can. Over and out. Over and out. Well, I guess I should probably get more missions going then. Level 5, level 4, level 5. Yeah. No, you know what? It's starting to be like, don't send your guys out on these low-level things. On these high-level things. I probably should be sending medics. We tried to escape, but the vines kept getting closer. I touched one of them by accident, and a liquid penetrated the fabric of my suit. Kay Murray was poisoned. Everyone's not so good. We have a medic with us, so I want medical advice now. The suit is intact except where the vine penetrated the sleeve, but the arm has turned hard and heavy. I have no idea how this could have happened. Oh, the sculptures are other explorers. Just run. So he's going to turn into a statue. For sure. For sure, that is what's happening here. Dot 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 dot. Beta test. We're out of breath. The forest was a true nightmare. How about your arm? It's a little better, but the poison is going nowhere. I need some attention when we get back. Now what? Heal the injured. Yeah, we have a medic. -2 days. That's what I'm here for. This room gets to become our training room. And we have our soldiers ready to go here. What do we got? Body. Remy Dubois. Adam Johnson. He didn't ask for this. Anaka Kurosawa. Nicholas Myers. Kevin Campbell. Jessica Harris. Sarojini Sharma. Lee Zhu. Maggie Wright. And Nicolas Ouellette. Remy and Adam. No, Kevin Campbell from Canada is by far the best. And then Lee Zhu. 6,000 a month. I don't need a lot of soldiers. I think 2 is plenty. Can't cancel this mission, can I? I can. Excellent. If that's the case, what do we have? We have a shooting range and a bench press. Beta test. Kevin Murray was healed. Gabriel Gomez was healed. Lauren Lee was healed. Proceed. Awaiting new instructions. And the mission, I guess. Healed but injured. I'll take it, dudes. We'll add a couple shooting ranges in here. Some bench presses. Give them more than they need. And then we need to fix up this team. So the Turgles. Oh, cool. Other people who are not like scientists can lift weight. It's good to know. I'm going to take these 2 off this squad. I'm going to put on Kevin Campbell, the soldier, and I'm going to put on Haruka Abe. Oh, I feel like I wish I had a Japanese soldier. We could have just a whole team Japan here if we wanted. And now I'm going to say create mission. What team was that? That's the Turgles. Create mission. The Turgles. Start mission. On your market set, go. And I guess we'll just keep claiming sectors. If this sector claimed, let's create a mission here. We'll throw the beta test back on this one. Oh, no, we won't. This one's really hard. Ooh, we have a mystery, an unusual event here, so let's definitely do that. IW. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, we should probably wait until their mental health is healed. Yeah, he's got to get fixed up a little bit. So, Canadians are not the best soldiers. Disagree. We're incredible soldiers. You need horses and funny uniforms? Dudes, that's just our cops. I don't think you understand. Our soldiers, JTF, are like absolutely some of the best in the world. JTF is scary. I'm uneasy seeing soldiers with scientists, but I suppose the committee have a point. Not everything or everyone we meet out there is friendly. Good job with the self-care. Can't have gators getting God knows what on their faces without a med bay. You know what would further scientific progress faster than studying mere plant samples? Specimens taken from live animals. All right, so that's under laboratory. We need 200 science to do it. Very good. Think they need to be healed? Yeah. Is this the Stargate sim we've all wanted? It does appear to be. It's somewhat bare bones, but... And we've encountered a couple glitches. but it's pretty good so far. My dudes, I need more stock here. I better add another one of these just in case. And you know what? Let's add a couple more tables so people have room to eat. Those are 2 soldiers. I think that bumped us up to 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12. Great. I could probably put 2 beds here and 2 more lockers. Easy peasy. This is obviously not as clean and symmetrical as I would like it to be, but that's my own dumb fault for not realizing I screwed that up. We are
AgentNumberOne.
40. Thank you for 23 months, my dude. Hope you're doing well today. More med beds. Yeah, that's actually probably a good idea as well. The diagnostic pods are kind of expensive, but everything else we can make. You got a decent science sample here. I'll tell you what, I want to move you. Like that and like this. Where is the head of this bed? There it is. And I'm going to move this drug compartment up there. And then I'm going to put in some privacy curtains. Because you know I love decorating. Ooh, what's this? An ambulance bot deck. This bot moves unconscious gators to the medbay and dead gators to the cremation unit. Squeeze me? I can't tell if people can get around certain locations or not. I'd like that robot in here, though. I'll tell you what, I'm just going to do that. This is definitely going to need an expansion because it's going to need specimen containments and specimen stations and yada, yada, yada. So I'm going to go like that. We're still making money. Medics are less popular. Heat resistance is up. We could actually look at patents. Sudden growth. Energy sources. Oh, right, new patents. Medical treatment, bioweapon. Okay, never mind. So I'm going to start storing patents. I think if we don't need them, I don't need to use them. Look at this. All these guys going to the gym, getting swole. Going to the shooting range. Look at Scottish here. He's like, pew, 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 laser beams. All right, I fired 3 bullets. That's good for me. Is it just to send him out and expand him, or is there like a strategy level of progress in a win-loss condition? There are like little missions, little mini missions that happen, and like based on your stats, you have a XCOM-like percentage to succeed and fail. Let's beta test. Oh, that's a level 4. I mean, do we need to explore all the planets directly next to us? An engineer must survey some worlds to find rare ores, which you can later mine and process into valuable materials. These in turn can be sold and used to craft equipment. 5, 7, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2. I guess let's connect to this one. I suppose sending out squads of like more scientists might actually be good for me. Depending. Because they could bring back more of these samples, which I'm really not seeming to get enough of. We could also just make more squads. Can we restock this? Does this auto restock? Awaiting bot delivery. Yeah, okay, it does. I could also just be patient. Stocks go up. How is the game so far? It looks very Evil Genius. It's got a big Evil Genius theme for sure. We haven't been attacked yet. Like nothing's come through the Exogate at us. That's not to say that they can't though. Definitely Evil Genius is what I would give it the closest comparison to. I mean, I'm stoked that there is a Stargate game. Like, you know, I think we all kind of want that deep down. Let's build an ambulance bot, surgery pod, cremation unit, intensive care. I guess he would fit right there. He's going to take up a lot of power is the only thing. So I do believe we're going to need to expand this. Going to end up with these like monster power rooms. It's an Exogate copyright. Exogate, Stargate. All pretty similar. What's this button do? They all came back and they didn't get any samples. Anybody know what this button does? Please let me know if you do. I'm very curious. Base energy is low. Oh, we're up to 240 science. So that means we can go to the lab and we can get specimen study. I see the problem here. Interesting. So if you pick this up, it actually removes it. So I've trapped a bot in here. Yeah, it straight up like cuts your power off. Cremation units, not foreboding at all. I know. Listen, we're keeping everybody in pretty good shape so far. So far so good, these. Fix that up, but I'd rather you just do all this building for me. Like 5 other bots around, but I suppose they all have things to do, from refilling the drugs to everything else. Okay, so here's a little med robot, ambulance bot deck. Oh, cool. So it's like it's like a little gurney on wheels. That's cute. This guy's almost done his job. He's got to build the power room, but then we can start moving stuff around once he does. That's the button in every Evil Genius's base labeled "Don't press." That's why I had to push it a couple of times. That's how that works. Please build. Oh, he's going to do all the other stuff first, isn't he? Yeah, yes, dude. I just need you to build one of those so I can move this. Research specimen study complete. I don't have the power. I don't have the power. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to put you all through that. They can't read. Yeah. That's I locked this bot in here because I was like, he'll just do the job for me. Everybody else is busy. I'll shift this around right now. Now there's plenty of room. My little worker bees. Little bumblers. I mean, no reason I can't add one of them there, there, and there. There we go. That should get us juiced up for a little while. So, specimen containment and specimen console study. You are big. You're a big boy. Something tells me I'm going to want more than one of you. So let's just do it. I'd kill for some decorations, some base decorations, you know? Empty. Now, fetch me a giraffe. Fetch me a giraffe this moment. I suppose we might as well look in here. Off you go. This is minerals. This has unknown stuff, but it's level 9, so I probably don't want to do that. That's level 10. I guess you're level 1. Why don't we go send some guys at you? Might as well just start yeeting people through the Exogate as often as possible now. Can you move the left row of generators one tile to the right? Still be reachable if you do. If I do that, this one won't be reachable. Right? Like if I move that over, then that one's going to be blocked in. I could build like a row back here. There are ways around it. But I'm just like loosely... Here's the thing, right? Like I'm eventually just going to unlock Generator MK2 and then I'm going to have to replace all of these with a whole different formation. That's how these games always work. And this is going to be like probably 4x2. So whatever system I have for these 3x1s is not going to work. I sure hope somebody brings me back a dinosaur. Scientists. Popular. You made not a lot of money. Okay. So, my salaries have rapidly added up, and now I am no longer an infinite millionaire. And in fact, my council grants no longer cover my salaries, and if I don't make patents... So, the ones I have are covering me for now. It does mean that anybody else we want to hire is going to be a little bit tricky. How do I have so many people around? You're like a medic. You're... No, sorry, you're a scientist. You're a scientist. You're also a scientist? You're not going to believe this. I bet you'll wish you were here when I tell you. No, I'm fine at the base, actually. Just imagine for a second a gigantic root composed of millions of brambles. All right, that's quite impressive. There's been a streak across the sky ever since we arrived. We thought it was a storm cloud, but it's the root. It's growing right up into the clouds. Did you find Yedriscoll? That's a big plant. We can't even see its end. It's lost in the clouds. Permission to mount an expedition. Oh, yeah, absolutely. We have a soldier and a medic on this one. Contact me when there's news. Absolutely. So, I gotta be honest with you, dudes. If we got all these people back here, and one of them's a soldier, why don't we form a new team? I think it's time we create the Red Squad. I'm gonna call them Omega Squad, because I know that's a symbol. Until somebody claims something better. Great new team. No, wait. Yeah, that's right. And on Omega Squad, I am going to put a soldier, a medic. Actually, I'm going to put a soldier, Josh Johnson, and Seki Suzuki. I need more scientists out there. We're going to claim this sector. And then we're going to connect this sector. We're going to create a mission. We're going to send Omega Squad on it. Let's go, boys. And Goyles. Ghouls and boils. Diggy diggy space. Diggy diggy space further. All non-essential personnel has been selected for a special recon mission. Low-key Stargate colony builder. 100%. Yeah, yeah. SG-1? I can do that. The Turgles to base. We've reached the first plateau in the giant root in the sky. It was a little taxing, but we made it safely. This would be the perfect spot to take a cutting, should we get one. Chat? Should we let them carefully do a cutting, or should we let them analyze the root's flesh instead? 70% chance to analyze the root's flesh, it looks like. And who knows? I guess successfully they can take a cutting. A giant... Oh my god, do you think maybe it's just like a giant tentacle monster? They're just climbing a tentacle monster and they're going to cut into it? That could necessarily be bad. But bad can also be good. So, hard to say. Our soldier's a rookie here. Our medic's pretty good. This is a decent scientist. We got a tiebreaker. So last chance. I might have to like roll a dice then. And before agitating an ancient god, do I hear Sutton chanting? All right, I'm going to take the 70%. Scientist, body, perception, logic. You know what? Let's do it. This requires a scientist. This is just like, if you don't have a scientist, let's do this. Nothing that will compromise its stability. Succeeded. Critically succeeded. We're thousands of feet in the air. We're done. Should we try to reach the second plateau? Yeah, why not? See you later. Alligators. I'm willing to explore further than I should. I think that's always a safe thing to do. Wow, I love this. I gotta rename that team. I can't rename them until they come back, so. And they were never heard from again. The view from the second plateau is even more incredible than the first. Oh, their affinity increased with each other. Cool. I think it would be too risky to try and take a sample here, so instead we're taking a break. Any pick-me-ups in the medical kit? We have a medic here. Why not? You want us to continue us climbing the route? Yeah. Yeah, I do. Now we can go all the way to the top. I mean, it feels like I'm going to lose them, but let's do it. Let's find out what kind of guts they got. We've reached the top. It's a huge tangle of roots and stalk, like a clot of thick vines and shorts. And the view, we're way above the cloud. Reminds me of zero-G training. Don't forget to take some holiday snaps. We're all freakishly grinning from ear to ear in every single one. We got the results of our previous analysis. Go ahead. Roots and brambles belong to a transformed species of bean. It grows up into the clouds to draw in the water vapor directly from the clouds. That's actually pretty cool. Why dig into the ground when you can reach for the sky? Come back down and continue the mission. End the mission. Oh my god, did he just dab? I think he did. I think this guy just dabbed. There it is. My goodness. What a country. Our Canadian soldier dabbing on that exogate. Lots of good species. Species-minge. We only got our last team out for 4 more days. This is a bunch of stuff. We should be able to get some good patents from this. Everybody else is doing okay. We still haven't found an aminal. Do you have more of these? Seems like they're glitching out, both trying to take samples at the same time. Yeah, definitely. That's exactly what just happened. Huh. Magic beanstalk. Exactly. I mean, I guess it would be like a beanstalk that got so big. that it hit the clouds, and then it was like, oh, if I'm in the clouds, I don't need roots, and then started changing after that. It's an interesting concept. I like the idea. Omega Squad came back, no injuries, 2 samples, lots of science. Well, 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 where do we go next? We have a mission here. It's recommended level 9. This is recommended level 2. 2. Recommended level 5 now it's saying me. I have to rename that squad before we go any further. I feel like that should unlock a hidden achievement or something. We'll send. Actually, I'm gonna send SG1 to this because they're really good at getting science. And a level 5 squad, I'm willing to send. No, that's a 40% injury chance. Actually, that's really bad. Do we have any like level 4 zones? This is level 4. Beta test can go down there. This is a recommended level 1. I like this narrow path. I'm going to claim this. I should probably connect this because it's got minerals. We're going to want them. This is only 32. We might as well claim you. Not enough influence. Whoops. And this is a level 3, so this would be a good one for. I'll send the Turgles out on that. Everybody's out on missions. Dream come true, my dudes. Bean Squad. This unit climbed to the top of the beanstalk like Jack did. That was the Turtles that climbed to the top of the beanstalk. Oh, you're injured. Are you? Is that what that means? Brain fatigue. Starving. What's going on? Why do I have like no food here? Robots. I need y'all to do your job and restock these machines. Don't just build them, restock them. Maybe I need more robots. They're only 10 power. These are some rations. Okay, so he's refilling one of the machines here. We're doing pretty decent on science. We might be able to unlock. Workshop is 400. Security is only 100. That's interesting. Base defenses, guard posts, weapon racks. Oh boy. Wow. Bloop. Bloop. Off they go. We can lie. All right, you guys clearly are going to need more science. I hope we bring back lots. I like the thought that it's kind of important to leave some people at home. Like, not everybody has to go on Exogate missions. Some people are just like manning the base. Like old Long Johnson. But we might want to look at some patents. Energy sources are popular. Why don't we rate one of those? Hold on to the rest. Feels like as long as we got money and we only sell the things that are like popular each month, it should keep us like more above ground. Certainly that's my my hope. And yeah, we got 2 free beds. So we actually do have room to hire 2 more people. Engineers, scholars, and diplomats. I guess we'll get Engies soon. We need 400 science. That'd be me. I'd be happy with just staying Chevron locked. Like, who knows what's really out there, all right? The support staff, they're just as important. They're part of it. Is key. Injured, Kevin Murray. With 2 biosamples. Good job, dudes. Does everybody have these cool glowing wrists? Or do you only have that because like you're a level 4 scientist? I wonder if like their outfits get upgraded as they get better at their jobs. Question mark. And it's also really cool. I lined up all those missions, but because they had to sleep and heal, they're actually like naturally spacing out the missions every like 3-6 days. Kevin Murray was diagnosed with electrical shock. Buddy, you should probably get that fixed. That doesn't sound like a good thing. Sounds like something you want to get done. Blue, nice. I'd like to get a cow, a space cow, you know, complete this quest. These guys keep bringing me back biosamples, but they're not the biosamples we're looking for. Recommended level 1. Turgles, you're on that. I'm just gobbling up sectors at this point. Get me anything I can. This is a level 5. Artifacts. Okay. I like that when I accidentally click things, I discover there's secrets behind them. I guess until I complete this mission, I can't connect. Oh yeah, man, beta test could do this. They're level 4. This is a level 5 mission, I believe. It's a 40% injury chance. But listen, man, an injury just means that my ambulance robot has something to do. Send him straight to the crematorium. Probably a comfy paycheck as well. Oh yeah, I'm the front line of an alien incursion. All I do is sit in a comfy chair, study biosamples, have robots tend to my every whim, my every need. I'll be honest, it's starting to feel like maybe I should have put this by all this stuff. Like the power plant is not really something that anybody goes to. What else do you get? A logic box, treadmill, mind pod. Okay, so this is all just training equipment, which means I should have put the door on the other side. SG-1 is back. Put a hot, fresh new door in here. Can I fill places back in? Wall. Build a new wall. Yeah, okay. This costs $1,000, so you don't want to do that very often, but scientists, less popular. Radiation resistance, very popular. We made $4,500. Do we have any red resistance patents that we can make? No. But we have enough to start researching the workshop, so I'm going to do that next. Because there is that mineable planet that we have on the map, so like, why not? Right? Why the heck not? And I guess we just keep exploring. You're low, level 10, level 10, level 10, level 10, 6, 5. 9, 10, 2. I got no power. 300 for the MK2 generator. Well, Shuckleberry Finn. It's Nakamura from the Turgles. There's a large robotic octopus in front of us, hovering a few feet above the ground. What should we do? First contact procedures, my dudes. We already tried that. It didn't respond at all. Perception, scientist, logic, or social. Can you establish a report? Twitch, this one's on you. Perception check to see how many tentacles it has. We have Campbell, Nakamura, and Abe. I mean, we got a pretty, like, mixed crowd here. This one's the only one that requires a scientist. Obviously, it's a slightly better chance as well. I can't imagine a robot octopus has much of a report, but maybe that is just being, like, xenophobic of me. We don't know. I mean, if it didn't respond, I can't imagine it can establish a report. Kill it with fire. Build a door enclosure for the gate. That's probably not a bad idea. All right. You guys are voting this up pretty high. I don't think it's a material we've discovered yet. It's also emitting strong energy readings. He failed the test. Scholar is required. Is this intelligent life? Document it. All right, well, you also voted for establish a rapport, so we'll check that one. It's beeping aggressively. Bleeping. I think that constitutes a report. Failed assess on social. Well, how many tentacles does it have? 10 tentacles. It has tentacles? That's a squid then. It's not an octopus. Dot, dot, dot. He responds. All right, man, return to the gate. I guess we can't do anything. It just swiped at Abe, our medic, shocked them with one of its arms. It's stationary again, just staring at us. Get out of there quickly. Don't spook it. Back away nice and slow. Well, I mean, I do have a soldier who has pretty good body score. Has actually very good body score. But I know how to deal with an animal. Back away slow. More are arriving. I don't see where they came from. Underground. This is why the probe didn't detect them before we embark. Just keep moving. They aren't pursuing. I think we're good. We're ready to enter the gate. I wish we could have learned more about them, but they gave me the creeps. I'll blacklist this planet. No way, man. We're going straight back to this planet as soon as we can. Me too. Whip, 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 whip. Somebody suggested I build a gate. I guess that one doesn't really matter, but I don't want them to just be able to get to the med bay easy. I suppose the actual simple way to do that would be to put a door here instead. That seems reasonable enough. Clang, 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 clang. Oh, I wish we could have captured one of those robots and studied it. Mysteries. Scientific mysteries. So, that was this planet? That was recommended level 1. How intriguing. Like, maybe I just need to, like, let my guys train and level up or something. Give them an extra weight bench. I'm seeing all these planets that are, like, recommended level 10. And I'm like, dude, my best squad is at 3. Should I not have made 3 squads? Was that too many squads? Reactor online. Oop. 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 Give me that juice. Juice me up, Scotty. Boop. Boop. Now, realistically, I should probably move these sets all down one so that they don't have to go all the way around like that in order to repair. And it's actually really quick to move things in this game, so let's just do that. There's no penalty for doing that, which is cool. I appreciate that game. Oh, I guess I could fit another one of those in there too. Why not? Here we go. Maximum efficiency. And it looks like our engineering bay is researched. No, it is still researching, but it's almost there. We have 700 extra power now, so we can connect a whole ton of new places. This place is rocks. Level 3, mission launched. Do we have any like level 3, level 2, level 4s? That's a level 4. SG1, no, I'm gonna send... Who's on the Turgles? Is there a soldier on the Turgles? I don't think there is. Oh yeah, no, they're really good. Yeah, so I'm gonna send the Turgles out here because I think this is where the octopuses came from, and this sounds like this is probably, if I was a betting man, this leads to another species. Alien artifact. Yeah, hi, hello, create mission. SG1 with the 2 scientists and the soldier. You can go out there. Okay, so the answer to is there anything nearby is actually just go explore other zones. Return to planets you've benefited from? I don't think I can. I can only disconnect. Maybe, I guess when I have the engineers, I can do it. We can keep zooming though in the meantime. Trudging along, we got like 520 power right now, so it's pretty good. Where should we build the engineer bay? I feel like this is going to be completely power generators. I might need to expand this out a little bit more. There's clearly like all this bad rock up here that I can't dig through. I'm probably going to have to just put the engineer bay here because I can't imagine. We have workshop, armory, recreation, library. Okay, so the library, I'd want to be here. Or like somewhere off of this. Recreation, definitely I want over here. Armory and workshop could go up in this zone. Hey, Tutti Kiri, what's up? Hello. How you doing? How was the rest of Stranded Alien Dawn? Checking that out this morning, I saw. After a little wall world. How you doing? How you doing? Come on in. We're just checking out Exogate Initiative here, which is the very first time we've taken a look at this game, which is Stargate Colony Builder with a little bit of like Twitch integration, which is kind of fun. So come on in, dudes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Guys, if you don't know Tutti Kiri, absolutely wonderful member of the Hellskin Frequency, who is also doing part of the Hot Potato Challenge. I don't think you're doing the Hot Potato Challenge, but Halcyon is hosting it. And are a lovely, super lovely individual. So go check them out. Go check them out. Hi again, it was great. How are you? I'm doing well. We're having fun with this game. We're not too far into it. We've got like a couple of science teams out exploring the Stargates. And we're having a bit of fun. We're having a bit of fun with it today. For those of you who are joining who don't know who I am, I'm AgentNumberOne. I'm a strategy and variety streamer. We normally stream a variety game every Monday here as we look at like new releases. And then during the rest of the week, we do longer playthroughs through different things. Recently, we've been checking out War Tales. We're in the middle of a War Tales run for the rest of the week. And we're going to be checking out Age of Wonders 4 very shortly when we get a hold of that. So come on in, pull up a chair. Thank you so much. War Tales is so good. It's so much fun. We actually had like a game busting crash in it that delete like I was like 30 hours into a save and we lost the save because of a bug that I had to send off to QA. But we started up a new campaign just at the end of last week. So we're having a hoot. We're having an absolute hoot. SG1 team here. We've discovered a sort of metal helmet. According to our analysis, it was used by an ancient race of a now extinct culture. It's a great discovery. Hey, don't touch that. What's happening? Damn it. We're trapped. The helmet glowed and a shockwave threw us to the ground. We're stuck inside some sort of force field, and the force field is closing in on us. Uh-oh. Can you undo whatever you did it? We have a good soldier. She is a soldier here. I want her to shoot her way out. Which is definitely not going to work, but succeeded. It's no good. The bullets ricocheted off the force field. How do we stop this thing? What do you mean succeeded? And if it failed? Open up the helmet and tell me what you see, or dig a hole under the force field. Listen, man, I'm gonna trust in our soldier right now. We're gonna dig a hole. Dig a hole. Diggy hole. Succeeded. Not a bad idea, but the field is surrounding us like a sphere, including underground. My God. All right. Stay calm or find a solution together. So far, she has failed at everything she's tried. She can't shoot her way out. She can't dig her way out. Let's find a solution together and hope that she doesn't get crushed. Maybe the scientists with her can figure this out. Succeeded. Open the helmet and tell me what you see. It's full of cables, alien instructions, also a button with a flashing light and a vial of yellow fluid. We don't have any scholars, so we can't translate the instructions. Twitch chat, this one's on you. Vote 1 or vote 2. Smash the vial or push the button. You have 60 seconds to decide the fate of our scientists, the fate of Team SG1. Will they get squished? Will they get encased in a force field? Push the buttons. I like how many of you were just like, yeah, no, it's a big red flashing button. Absolutely, slam that. Take your votes. Whoa, it's getting heated. It doesn't say it's a red flashing button. You are correct. It says it's a flashing light and a vial of yellow fluid. You smashed the vial. It's pee. You're covered in pee now and almost ready, surely, to die. The aliens laugh at you from afar. 3, 2, 1. Looks like we're pushing this button. Push. I'm pushing it, Josh. It's stuck. The button is jammed. New plan. Let's look at the relevant cables. One is yellow and connects the vial to the button. The other is green and connects to the helmet electronics. And then I guess also there's a red one. All right, we're doing one more of these. The red one, the green one, or the yellow one. Which wire do we cut? I like how we succeeded on every skill test and the game is still like, oh no, you've absolutely failed. You succeeded in not immediately dying is what you did. Yellow and connects the vial to the button. Maybe that's just like the juice that makes it flash. Green to the helmet electronics. It's always the red wire. I mean, I like how they don't even describe the red wire in here. It's just like you can say, cut the red one. I kind of hope that we click this and it's just like, there is no red wire, Commander. What are you talking about? All right, let's cut this red one. Ooh. Our soldier died. One of your gators fell unconscious. An ambulant bot dock is required in the med bay so the bot can transport from the diagnosis. You guys sold out Zhu. Sold her up the river. Please return immediately. I can't believe it wasn't the red wire. Our other team came back. They had no problem. They're like, here's a bunch of science. What happened to the corpse? No corpse either? No corpse? No corpse incinerator? Ooh, actually, yeah, cremation unit and a surgery pod. A fancy surgery pod. Oh, the cremation unit's huge. Well, we better get digging. We better dig a diggy hole. I'm gonna try that. I think might actually be enough. Is this game actually Stargate? It's Exogate. Legally, it's not Stargate. But it's kind of Stargate anyway. Don't worry, he'll come back. I don't know about that. I think we may have just lost that soldier permanently. Oh, we have, wow, we can build a workshop now, too. Excellent. It is a great question, though, of where do we want to put it? I'd like to dig a corridor here. And so I will. And you know what? Let's do it like this. We're gonna go with a big dig here. Big digging. There might be something here we can't dig around, so before I line up the next room, we'll see what they find. Oof. My poor soldier. She was really good too. She had really good stats. Oh well. This is the price you pay for dealing with alien technology. You can't do science without breaking a few eggs. Or something like that. No patience expired. How did I make that much money? 10 grand. Wow, we must have been paying her a fortune. Soldiers, not so popular this time. Scientists, very popular. Inconvenient. And we can look for some new patents as well. Because we've got... no, never mind. We don't know anything. We don't know any of the popular stuff right now. So we're going to have to wait. Funny that you still haven't found a specimen. It's a little frustrating. Not gonna lie. I would like to complete that objective. Need an iris. Pancakes. Yeah, okay, we can dig through this. I don't know why I said we couldn't. Probably just gonna move that door up there if I'm gonna be completely honest. So this fancy surgery pod needs access from all sides, does it? Yeah, I do. And this cremation unit, what's this other one? Intensive care. Oh, you're massive. All right, we got to keep digging. Well, is that even going to be big enough? Yeah. Wow, that's a big boy. You know what? I'm going to do one more. And then I was going to try to build engineering in here. But maybe that's better suited for something else. You know what? I'm going to build engineering right here. I want them close to the Stargate. I mean, the Exogate. Totally not the Stargate. I didn't say that. You guys are crazy. Stargate, not me. All right, let's build that there. And then this ambulance bot, I can actually put here. Yes! A scientist has collected a specimen during a mission. Each specimen can be stored in the containment in the lab. Hot dog, we found an animal, our first animal. And I was really hoping to like put some curtains around this guy. If I can be honest, but I don't really think there's room. But I could probably spin you. Yeah, actually, now that we have that set up, we could do it that way. I just want curtains because they look pretty, you know? Who doesn't want some nice privacy curtains? Is that gonna block the way in? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. So, cremation unit. Oops. I guess no body came back with us, so. So we have some sort of specimen in here. In one of these. And we're doing some math on them. As we unlock the next section. This room is ready to go, so let's store it. And then $42,000. I don't have that kind of money. I have $5,000 in total. That cremation thing was extremely expensive. What happened? No. You were doing the science. Don't go to bed. Science waits for no man. All right, I'm going to spend $4,000 and build the smallest engineering lab that I could possibly afford. So I can see what goes in here. A workbench, ore sample storage, ore samples, foundry connectors, raw ore storage, foundries. Okay, this is going to need to be a massive zone. It has occurred to me on the committee that while exploring new worlds, your teams may encounter rare or precious materials. Should you discover such materials, we foresee great profitability. My dude, I'm already ahead of you. Oh, thank God. They actually paid us so much money that I still can't afford this room. Sweet Jesus. Okay. Well, let's see what we can find. This is a Sector 5 with an event. This is an alien artifact. Not enough energy, though. I'm actually out of juice. This is a level 3. Let's send the turtles. There's an alien artifact in this location. And I guess we're going to need a recruitment campaign for engineers for 1, and I'm going to need another recruitment campaign for soldiers for 2. Oh, cool. Yeah, of course. I don't have enough money, though. Nah, that makes sense. In fact, I don't have enough money to finish this engineering lab at all. We are broke as hell. Let's write some patents. Five patents. This will give us a big chunk of money. Let's do that. A lot of our patents are going to start running out too. We'll also do sudden growth just because like I need cash right now. And this is how you get it, so. This reminds me of the vanilla Evil Genius games. Yeah, it's got big Evil Genius vibes. Which I still highly recommend if you've never played Evil Genius 1 or 2. They're both very, very good. Two was a little janky at launch, but it's gotten better. It's come a long way. Base energy is also critically low. Yeah, we need to build a whole other scab reactors too, which is not going to be cheap. I guess I need to do that if I want to explore anything. I like how they didn't give me enough money to do this workshop. We only need one engineer hired. So I guess that's what we're going to do. Oh, we also have Asterial, Maglam, Exonium, and Cobium. The materials are now shown at the top, too. Why must you streamers tempt me with games? I know. I know. It's what we do best. All right, engineer. John Wright. Daniel Martin. Ming Lin. Ashita Kashyap. Or Jacob Johnson. Okay, Daniel Martin is clearly the best guy here. He's also the most expensive, but I mean, let's get real. We're the Exogate Initiative. We're only hiring the best. Why would we hire the worst? Meow meow. Meow meow meow. We might have a cat visiting me. Oh, we're so broke. We are the most broke we could possibly be. Hey, Jupsum, what's this game? This is Exogate Initiative, so it is a Stargate-inspired colony builder. Similar to Dungeon Keeper or Evil Genius, where you explore the universe, send out little XCOM-like squads, or like Evil Genius-like squads, depending on how you want to really see it. And they go off and they do missions on different planets and bring you back stuff, like alien artifacts, our first alien artifact. You can display this in the artifact storage in the library. Collect all artifacts of that type and get a unique passive bonus. We got an artifact of war. Cool. I do not have the library unlocked or researched. Nor am I even close. We could get the recreation room though, so I guess we might as well. Actually, I probably should have gotten like better generators, but what's your problem? Has nowhere to put what they're carrying. Yeah, dude, you're not going to have anywhere to put that for a very long time, so I suggest just putting it on the ground. It's an ancient alien artifact of warfare. Just put it down somewhere, you know? What's the worst that's going to happen? Handle with care. There you go. He got tired enough. Oh man, my voice. Rifter, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the agency. There we go. No. Losing it. These things, they happen. Scientists are more popular. Heat resistance is pretty good. We made 5,000 bucks. Let's check our patents. Yes, excellent. So we can actually make a heat resistance patent right now, and we'll get paid extra for it. That's why we've been holding on to the big bucks. And we've blown through all of our money finishing this workshop. But that's the minimum size, so at least we got that going. Evil Genius plus XCOM type objectives to progress the game. Yeah. So you have the like Exogate map here where there's all sorts of stuff that you can go and explore. And you can send your guys on missions. And you can claim stuff using influence to get like planets that you want. Extra minerals or events or science. It all depends on kind of what you're looking for. Artifacts. And in fact, we'll create some of those. We have the unusual event, the sign. Ooh, alien encounter. Recommended equipment, light exosuit. Some destination environments are hazardous to your team. The higher the intensity level of these worlds, the more likely your gators will be injured if they're not suitably equipped. Every time I see this, I think like alligators. I gotta tell you. Specialized equipment is recommended to avoid crocodile injuries while exploring hazardous environments. Equipment can be crafted by an engineer at a workbench using refined materials. Got ya. Alien encounter. Intelligent alien races are native to some worlds. Depending on their attitude towards the initiative after first contact, you can study their culture or adapt Adopt a defensive military stance. Eventually, you can claim an amicable safe harbor on this world, thus expanding your territory and gaining a large source of influence. Well, like, obviously, I'm gonna spend influence expanding towards them. I also want to get these material planets. This one is a 5. I guess I beta test there. Oh, they need an engineer. Cancel. So the SG squad actually has an open spot. So why don't we throw Daniel Merton in that? And then I could say SG1. 73%. No soldiers in team. Oh yeah, that's right. We lost our soldier. I might actually hire a second engineer. Can I afford that? I definitely cannot afford to have a second engineer, especially if we need another soldier right now. Here's the thing though. If I don't take this, that's like 10,000 bucks down the drain. Why don't we take oh, she expired. She was the one I was going to hire. I guess we'll take John Wright. Why not? Getai, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the agency. Think I'm going to have to buy this? It's pretty fun so far. Brian Adams has a new medical condition. Depression. I love that our psychiatrist has depression. That's really something. I also don't know if he can treat that. If he is the psychiatrist. Yeah. Good question. Thank you. I just got a tea delivery for my failing voice. All right, we got the engineer. We got that. We're gonna need those ore samples. I'm gonna cancel this mission. I'm gonna wait till my other team gets back, who has the soldier, and then I'm just gonna swap some people around. Because it is the other team. Kevin Campbell. Nobody is out. Oh, well, if that's the case, just take the Engie there. Let's get rid of the medic. And put our Engie here. And, yeah, and we'll send the Turgles out to it. The Turgles. 54% chance. Whoa. All right, dudes. Well, you got to start sometime. One day you're gonna have to learn, kiddos. So we have scientists. We could put the medic here. Scientist, medic. Yeah, I guess. Why not? And then we can find some like low-level science planets, probably. And try to send them out to that. Love Broken and Rodri. Thank you for the follows. Welcome to the agency. Got a link so I can get the pennies. If you type !buy, you'll get a link to my Humble store, which I actually don't know if it's on Humble, but if it is, that is the best way to support. That and the Nexus, but I'm fairly certain it's not on Nexus. 5554 exosuit. Connect. I don't have enough energy to connect any of these. Okay, so wow, I can really only send. Screw it. Yeah. All right. Let's go. We need more juice. We need more science so we can upgrade the generators is what we really need. And I suppose there's money to be made with alien ore samples as well. So I'm really curious if this guy will put himself in a medic pod. and cure his own depression. Like if he can figure that out. Or do I need to put him on a team and throw a different scientist on this, or a different medic on the desk? Here we go. Diagnosing. Oh, yeah. It looked like he was going to go diagnose himself. And then he was like, I'm tired. I need to take a nap. I do have a bunch of points I can claim. It's probably not a bad idea to do so. Seeing as we get more points from stuff that we claim. What is this symbol? This looks like a broken energy symbol. Or like lock energy cost. Maybe I'm actually over energy right now. Ooh, that's possible. Let's claim this. Go diagnose yourself sounds like a colorful way of telling someone off as a doctor. I mean, there he is, napping in his underpants. I like that to show that he has depression. He just keeps an injured arm up all the time. This is Nakamura reporting from YC 899. The sun looms large overhead. It's less a distant yellow glow, more a ginormous flaming moon. I think that's a sun, if that's the case. We've also got a nasty storm moving in on our position. Surely you don't mind a little rain. You're scientists. I wish it was a rainstorm. This is a solar storm from space. Flares are erupting from the sun and licking the arid surface. The high winds are also stirring it up. It's a hurricane of fire. Is there anything of value here? This surface is covered in a sparkling ore. It might be valuable, but we won't know unless we get closer. Well, then proceed. I'm not sending you on alien planets to be cowards. I'm sending you on alien planets to get me secret materials that I can use to fund our war machines so we could conquer alien life. Well, actually, I don't know if that's exactly where we're going with it, but I mean, probably. Probably a little bit. We reached the ore field, but so did the storm. It's like the northern lights, but hitting the ground with deafening, flaming claps. I tried to sneak past the ore, but the clap of their ass cheeks awoke the guard. There's lightning, too. I think it's attracted to the ore here. I think what's happening is the solar flares are fusing the rocks, creating a new mineral. Initial surveys are extremely promising with regards to its purity and value. But if we stay much longer, we're going to get vaporized by one of these particle streams. Chat, do we want to be quick about retrieving the ore with our engineer? Do we want to give our engineer a skill challenge, saying, we hope you brought dancing shoes, dodge the flares and grab the ore? Or do we want to play into their mind strength to take cover and wait out the storm? I wish you could see your unit's stats. Like, I'd love to be able to hover over this guy and be like, oh yeah, he's got a body of 8. Campbell has a really good body. I remember that. He's got a real good body. That Campbell, whew, that Canadian soldier, he's ripped. He's shredded. Can rule the universe. I love that an ancient alien artifact is being stored in the busy hallway. Yeah, me too. Oh, that tea is hot. Oh, you guys all want to take cover and wait out the storm. All right, let's do it. Understood. Succeed. Hunger. That's fine. There's a rocky outcrop over there. We'll shelter beneath it until the storm has passed. This will do the job nicely. Surprisingly cool under here. Hang tight, turtles. Scottish, back on his gun training. Can I see your stats? Whoa. I guess that's perception, I would think. Turgles. We're waiting out the solar storm under this outcrop, but the winds just dropped outside and the flares and lightnings have subsided. At least in our immediate vicinity, they're striking in the distance. You're in the eye of the storm. I mean, that's what it sounds like, yeah. I think you're right. It seems safe to proceed, heading to the ore site. The storm blasted much of it away, but we can still retrieve a tiny piece of the material. Take it. Hardly the biggest nugget, but it should be fit for analyzing in the workshop. Give it time, and I think the flares will create more of an ore on the surface if we want to send more teams later. We open the gate. Nice. So I guess I need raw ore storage. Oh, no, I need an ore sample storage. Which is $5,000. And I need $10,000 for the analyzer. We got any more of those patents to write? Oh, we're about to get a bunch of money actually from a heat resistance patent. Or at least we're about to finish the heat resistance patent. I guess we still have to wait until the next day. Beta test. We've encountered squarbs, the robotic squids we met before. Is this what we're calling them? Squarbs? Our scans didn't detect them until we got here. I think it's a scouting party. Squarbs? 10 tentacles hovering above the ground, angry red eyes. Squarbs was the official designation given after the last mission. I think after the sound their servos make. You better open the gate. I think we can safely say they're a spacefaring civilization. Oh no, they've spotted us. Can we shut them down with the scientist? Lay down covering fire? We don't have a soldier. You don't suppose they're open to chatting? Definitely not. Move it. Let's shut them down. Science and knowledge. 70% chance on this. Everything else is terrible chance, so. Critically succeeded. There's nothing we can do. They're too advanced. You critically succeeded, and there's nothing you can do. Get to the chopper. Squarbs are coming through the gate. Oh, they have their own exogates. This is how they evade our scans. Could they remote access our gate and enter the base? We need to leave. I think even being drawn to our equipment's power sources, even to the gate itself. Drop everything. Logic and body and mind strength. Or I'm not closing the gate on you. I'm just gonna say run. Succeed! Think we're gonna make it. Hurry up before they follow you through the gate. We need defenses as soon as we're back. I lost my gate access remote. Did I drop it? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Did you give the squarbs access to our gate? I'm closing the gate. Get in. I'm sorry that mission went the way it did. Let's not say anything to the committee just yet. Robot squarbs swarming the gates won't do anything for quarterly projections. Uh-oh. So we need the security office ASAP, and we have no science to get it. Swapping. Thank you for the follow, by the way. Welcome to the agency. I guess failing would result in death. I mean, I think it's just failing results in injuries. And the injuries just like increase the amount of time until your next mission. Though to be honest, I don't think that's the worst. I mean, we got... I think I need to just send people out. Explored? Oh, this is where our minerals were. I'm going to claim this sector. Because it has materials. Yeah. That's a 10. That's a 9. That's a 4. Oh, we've already checked all those. Man, okay, yeah, we really need power. We basically can't do... Like, if I try to do a 9 mission, our dudes are going to get slaughtered. 100% chance of injury and 100% injury severity, yeah. So let's not do that. Let's make sure that's canceled. We just got to wait for a payday. Like, I need more Jennies. I wish I could just get more samples from the planets we have. Oh, I guess I could just disconnect. Yeah. Like, I don't need any of those planets. That frees up a bunch of electricity. 7s, 5s, 4s, and 3s. It's another 3, but I can't quite reach it. Not enough energy. Oh, I need 95 for that. There we go. Perfect. Great mission. This is a science mission. Sorry, who are my teams? Beta test is 2 scientists and a medic. So does SG-1. Beta's slightly more advanced, so I'm probably going to let them do it. Really just want to like level up my teams right now. Hello, I just realized, why does Kevin's profile pic look like an anime main character that's about to go crazy? Kevin Campbell? Yeah, he's got a bit of that vibe, doesn't he? It's that smile. That damned smile. It's probably because he brought back that alien artifact. It's just sitting in the hallway. All right. Let's go. Let's get this Exogate online. Let's get our funding. Looks like we're going to make 20 grand minus 1, 19 grand, and we need 15 grand to build the ore sample and the ore analyzer. So we'll have enough to at least do this quest, which will get us 50 grand, which should be enough to expand the reactor room. And hopefully get some science. There's also just ore being stored in this corridor right now. I love that the robots just hang out in here. Like they're like, this is a big empty room nobody's using. We can chill here. Scottish gained a level 4. I suppose this is the other thing, is as long as you have training equipment, your people will train at home. Mind strength, mental health, body, logic, perception. Yeah. So if you build a lot of this stuff, you don't need to send your guys out constantly on missions to level up. They'll also still level up from just training at the house. At the house. An invasion will begin in 10 days is a notification I just got right next to me here. I need 100 science in order to build a security room. I have 1 soldier. Well, maybe it'll only be a single squarb. If we're lucky. I assume that on the 31st, or the beginning of the month, we'll get paid. It's such a long way away. There's no fast forward button either, which I find strange. You need diagnosis by a medic. So I tell you what, I'm actually just going to put Haruka in here. These guys have returned. They've brought back 26 science. 100 science. Oh my god, we actually just got in. Security. Now, a great question. It's going to be, do I need to build like guard posts and stuff like that too? I wish you could move the Exogate. I feel like I should have a big security room right here. But I do not. Kevin Murray was diagnosed with irradiation, and here comes Brian Adams to get diagnosed with his depression. Yeah, that's kind of neat. So hopefully he can get cured now. Yes, 20 grand. Scientists are popular food source, energy sources. Let's take a hot check at this. I'll pay for that patent. They're gonna finish this room. We need more energy. $1,000. How much do I need? 50, 150. I need 200 energy, so I'm gonna need 2 of these.
Treatment. Drink more espresso to cure the depresso.
Hey, if it works. If it works, it works. Let's analyze. Let's store. Then this guy, wherever our engineer is, should take that. Somebody should take that. And they should get cured up. Brian Adams, depression. Never gets old, does it? This is my Angie, right? He's got to move that meal tray back. Commander, how you doing today, dude? Did they survive the solar storm? They did. They hid out in a cave until the eye of the storm passed overhead. And then they snuck out and grabbed a little sample of the ore. Not a lot of sample of the ore, but a little sample, which is sitting right here. And I'm hoping this guy will go pick it up in a minute. Security is done. So how does this room work? We have recreation, armory, library. Security isn't a room. Aha, guard post and weapon rack. I guess I'm going to put that right here. And then I'll put this weapon rack right here. Do I have the money for this? I don't. I have enough for that, and that's it. Why am I down? 50 points. Oh! Squarbs! Hello? Can somebody come deal with these squarbs? Where is my one soldier? Kevin Campbell. There he is. He's not doing anything. Here come the squarbs. There they go, Kevin Campbell. Dudes, we got squarbed so hard. I can't believe it. I got absolutely squarbed.
He is doing his best.
He is most certainly not doing his best. How do I fix this? How much was that cremation unit to buy? 20,000, and it uses 300 power. That's where all my power is going. I can sell this for half the money. But that's an expensive choice. What are you doing, kitty cat? Yeah. Take a nap. Huh. All right. Well, I gotta turn off 150 power worth of connection right now. Which I guess ain't really that big a deal. I do want to claim this. So let's do that. But then I'm going to disconnect it, and I'm going to disconnect that. I'm going to disconnect that. That's 100. Oh, this is 100 plus. Okay. Okay, so now we can analyze the ore sample. Yes, I'm no geologist, but even I can see the potential in these rocks. Think of all the things we could craft to improve people's lives. It'll make patents look like potatoes. The committee will want to establish some kind of invasive mining operation, but I'll leave the dirty work to you. Thanks, dude. Yeah, we just got paid big time, so let's get all this stuff back online. I would also like to expand this room just a little bit. And build some more reactors. So that we got the juice that we need. I also need a workbench. This will allow us to build exosuits, which will hopefully be really nice. Research basic ore processing. Build 1 raw ore storage. Build 1 foundry, 1 astral storage. Okay, so I'm gonna need a lot of garbage here. In the workshop, I need 200 for basic ore processing. Protector raw ore storage. And a foundry. 20,000, 5,000, 2,500. I need $30,000 to make sure that we can build this. And I probably can't fit it in this room. We also need a boat ton of science. So let's get sciencing. Beta test, no assignment. You're going. This place, create assignment. Why are you guys so bad at things? I'm sending you anyway, man. I don't care if you get injured. There's science to be done. Get out there and do me science. How do they get in there? I mean, I assume that they just open their own exogate, and they can open their own exogate anywhere. So I was a betting man. No gator has the required ability to make anything. That's fine, because I don't have any of this stuff anyway. There is no psychological treatment available. Brian Adams, now that you're no longer depressed, can you start that back up? So I'm assuming the reason the guard post didn't work is because I needed a weapon rack. Which I'm also going to assume I can build anywhere. Tell you what, this is the expensive part of the base. Why don't we build one right there? There. Now we have guns. Now we're ready to be America. Talia's Goran, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the agency. Yeah, that weapon rack is definitely necessary. And I suppose a guard post. I don't know. We found a giant mushroom towering into the atmosphere. Do we have anything similar on record? We asked the scientists. There are continent-spanning fungal colonies on Earth, but none as immense as this. This one huge mushroom cap and all, estimated height is a couple of clicks. It's swaying gently and singing to us. Yo, take a sample for sure. The singing is noticeably louder. Everything's becoming more majestic. Yes, that's the word I'm looking for, majestic. Surely they're not being brainwashed by this. Oh my god, I was going to turn on the cat cam so you guys could see Cindy, but she buried herself underneath the blanket behind me. So there's just a big blanket-sized lump. Which I can still kind of show off. She's right in there. Hello. What are you doing? She looks so scared. I can't bother her in there. If they come out, we'll get the cat cam going again. Mine's being randomly affected by randomly found mushrooms. That sounds familiar. Update on His Majesty. Ooh, His Majesty. His Majesty the Mushroom King. His Highness. His Mightiness. He's just so majestic. So incredibly majestic. You get that sample? I want to learn more about the Mushroom King. We did, thanks to His Majesty, a biosample. It smells so good to be close to him. Okay, I think you need to move away from His Majesty. Yes, yes, we acknowledge. Great, I hope we can bring His Majesty back and he can rule the planet for us. Clearly, we're not fit for it. We're getting, like, destroyed by squarbs. Oh, I can't wait to get some better stuff here. When we took the sample from His Majesty, it broke the hold. The thing had infected us. Spores, most likely. We wanted to become one with it. We'll complete the rest of the mission and bring home the sample we got. It's pretty majestic. It's pretty... Let's just leave it at that. Continue the exploration. Hey, Mona. You coming up? You want to say hi to chat? Come on up. 34 biosample and a 24 biosample. Those are pretty big samples. Hey, what are you doing? Come hang out. Trying to capture a cat. It's not working so well. They're on edge from this morning. SG-1 calling from a crashed alien ship. Yo, I'm interested in this discovery. I sent you to a planet, not a ship. What did you find? Truly revolutionary. Binoculars with 3 lenses that can see planets billions of light years away. What do you see through them? Planets of all different colors and configurations. It's like our star map and then some. Not to mention this unique vantage point. How can they be so small yet so powerful, especially when you think about our legacy of orbital telescopes around Earth and Moon? We want to point them at other celestial bodies. What should we focus on? Oh my god, find a black hole and tell me what you see? Or search for more life in the universe? Look, I'm gonna leave this one on you, chat, while I pet my cat for a second and try to get her to calm down. Then I can show her off. Should we look for more life in the universe, or should we look deep into a black hole and probably burn out our retinas? Friendly reminder that being high on the job is strongly discouraged, especially when invading alien planets. Though maybe it helps with the depression. I guess once you get back from the alien planet, it's a different story. Bring some of those giant, majestic mushrooms back here. All right, Moni, you want to say hi? You're so skittish. You're such a baby today. We had plumbers in this morning that had to like cut open a wall, so the cats are really on edge. Yeah, no, they're not. She's gone. Maybe if she takes a nap, we'll get her. Vote 2. All right, let's find a black hole. Let's see what's up. Once we finish fighting over who gets to have a look next. I wish you could see through them too. Put the binoculars up to the mission camera? That's a bad idea. Sometimes I wish I had your job. Sometimes. Money. Wallets. Newspapers. Food. I don't feel about newspapers. How do you feel about medicinal stuff? Yeah, I don't really feel great about that. But I like shooting people. It's a weird day here. What do we need? We need 200 science? Oh, we have like no science. Aha, I see. Okay. So the money you actually get paid for this is just like constant. And when you get this, it's only for the month, but even it'll stay active for 12 months. So I don't really know if there's much you can play off that. You know? Part of me thinks it's maybe better just to start slamming every patent you can, but I suppose the closer you get to 5 pieces of research in a patent, the better. Hopefully, once we get this online, we can make some money. Calling from a planet or another one. We're not sure after all the planets we've seen through the binoculars. What does the black hole look like? They look like nothing because light can't escape from them. We thought these binoculars might have a way we could see them, but I guess physics is physics. Do you have another idea? Should we look for something else? I'm obviously going to select the thing that has dangerous in huge letters right next to it. Look for the end of the universe, we ask. Another clever idea. We'll get back to you as soon as possible. What, am I not going to select the thing that says dangerous? Are you kidding me? What's the point of playing a video game if you're not going to select that option? It's the best one, right? You got to. You got to do it. You guys are back with a bit more biosamples. I love it. Give me that science. Hey, and we got paid again. 22. Hell yeah. Things are actually starting to come together. Export a refined material into its storage container. Raw storage, foundry, storage container. I see. Okay. I never thought I would say this. We went too far. We found it, the end of the universe, and we paid the price in lives. I don't want to talk about it. I just want to go home. He critically failed the test. He critically failed the test and killed 2 of his other people. What happened? We saw it. The others die. It's the kind of truth you wish you never knew. Don't forget to bring back the binoculars. Bring them back for safekeeping. No one must saw what we saw. No one. Wow. We're going to need to do a hiring blitz soon. Who do we even have to put? SG1 is just... That's 2 soldiers assigned... That's a soldier, a scientist, and a medic we have lost now in SG1. We got money, so I'm going to hire some soldiers. I don't need a lot. So let's just do that. And I still need more science to get this up and running. Any science to be had around these parts? 6, 6, a 3. Lots of good materials down here. A 7, a 10, 10, 10, 10, 9. That's a 3. We do that one. That was pretty easy. In fact, I could even send... I'll probably send SG1 back out to do that, because these other guys are set for 4s. You know what? Let's just send the turtles. Be good if they had a medium one instead of like just a horrible nightmare like they normally do. Threat detected fog. Light exosuits, air filtering, and headlights. Here's materials on a 4. Let's definitely check that out. I need an engineer if we do that. So let's wait for these soldiers, and then I'll take the soldier and the engineer together, and they'll go out that way. And I guess, yeah, we have an empty ore storage here, so that's perfect. Pretty sure that's how you end the universe in Stellaris. Yeah, there's so many ways to end the universe in Stellaris. Are you kidding me? Stellaris is full of good ways to end the world. Lucas Lima, you're pretty good. Yeah, you're definitely the best. I wouldn't mind a couple extra soldiers, though. This guy's good at social. You're good at perception and mind strength. And you're just cheap. 48. 54. No, I'm not hiring you at that price. Now I'm not going to hire you for 51. All right, so you're going to take Lucas, and you're going to take our Engie. And then we're going to go create a mission, and we're going to go... send these rookies. Great, good luck. You're probably going to get injured. Whoopsie. And then I guess Daisy Johnson, we're going to put on this guard post. If she's a soldier. I'm assuming she won't work it all the time. Like, I'm assuming that she's still going to do, like, training in between jobs. Certainly, I hope that is the case. We need science for this. I'd really, really, really like to get the science for these Jennies as well, but I guess we could just build some more. In the meantime, I could also shift things down and get another 2 in here, but I'd like to keep a bit of money so we can finish this engineering lab. Actually, I'm going to also draw this out a little bit. We have a recreation room to improve mental health, reduce brain fatigue, and satisfy social needs. So we can also start digging this out. And I think I'd like to put that like right here. This is definitely going to have to expand as time goes on, and we... Actually, there's not really much that goes in here other than mess tables and meal dispensers. Is that really it? Wow. It's a bit lackluster. You get air hockey, arcade cabinets, and a dance station. We'll see how she goes. Rick DJaz, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the agency. We do get a lot of stuff to start turning more planets on, though. I need exosuits for you. You're 6. I'd connect to you, maybe. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 9, 6. Huyo. I guess you. I guess you. Still don't have that one. Good materials down here. I definitely want to go down this way. Lots of events up here, though. Yeah, I guess if our NG does start to level up, we can get it sorted. You're on mission. You're mission initiated. You're going on mission. Okay. So beta test, which is 2 scientists and a medic. I actually need somebody to go out and get science for us. 7 is the lowest level I could get. Yeah. 7 is the lowest level I can get. Great. Bonne chance. And what do we have here? We now assign a team of engineers to mine this destination. You will visit periodically to extract raw ore, which can later be refined into a useful material. You must specify how long you want the team to rest between mining missions. Aha. Okay, so we need a lot more engineers is the answer then. Like, I think we're going to need an engineer mining run. I mean, until we get this set up, there's no point in rushing that, so... We might as well build up the base a little bit first. Bay rec room. Ooh, that's really expensive. Let's not do that. Maybe a tiny little 4x4 rec room. How does that feel? Arcade cabinet, air hockey, dance station. I mean, that's obviously the right answer. Arcade. I will fit a single arcade station in here. I'm not buying anything else. These guys came back with a bunch of experience, but that's about it. Did they not get like an ore sample? What planet was that I even sent them to? This is level 6. What do we got? What do we got? No assignment for the Turgles. This is the scientist, the soldier, and the engineer. Yeah. I thought I sent them to pick up ore samples. Maybe I'm daft. Maybe I didn't do that at all. You're level 6. You're level 4. Yeah, you know what? Is this what I wish to risk my engineer on? Ah, I see. Scientist, soldier, engineer. Scientist, soldier, engineer. I see. Okay. Send, we're going to send these guys down here then. 54% chance. Yeah, you know what? Just do it. I'm tired of these guys complaining like, oh, we keep dying on these missions. This is Johnson reporting from EF-870. We've reached the edge of a debris field. It's massive, stretching all the way to the horizon. What kind of debris? I think this fell from the sky and exploded on impact. Half incinerated on re-entry. The atmosphere on the world is pretty thick. It might be a crashed ship. Find out what this thing was. My dudes. An invasion will begin in 10 days. Daisy, you're on lookout. You've got a little gun. I hope you're good with it. Oh, funny. That makes you face the wrong way. Whatever. I mean, they're probably gonna just like teleport back here anyway, so we gotta wait and see. Sheesh. SG-1. I think we have a good angle on where the debris field came from. It was an orbital shipyard. We got a good vantage point from we see more of the wreckage. There was a central station complex and at least several large capital ships, orders of magnitude bigger than anything humans have ever built. Cool. Who needs ships when you've got an exogate? No. Ships would also be useful. Who built it? Our initiative hasn't met them yet, if we ever will. I think it's safe to say the shipyard was destroyed rather than decommissioned. Species further up the Kardashev scale than us. There's a huge pile of mangled scrap not far from here. It looks like it might be the raw resources they used to build the ships. More of a spoil tip of some long abandoned mine. Getting over there will be hazardous. Fires are still burning, and we also detect toxins and periodic explosions. It's remarkable, really, given the age of the crash site. Boy, man, I wish I knew what you guys were good with. An engineer, a scientist, and a soldier. I'm going to say watch out for explosions. The fires and the toxins I feel like I can heal people from, but explosions are going to give someone. You know? We can cure poisons. We can cure burns. I can't cure being gibbed. Like, just absolutely exploded. I'm starting to wonder if I save and load, will it get rid of this little glitch, this graphic glitch? It will not. That's fun. You guys are now confused. Okay. The shipyard debris field, we critically failed the avoid explosions test and have dislocated the soldier's shoulder. We made it to the mountain of scrap, a few explosions en route. We didn't stop the combustible material until it was too late. Myself and Martin got clear, but Lima was caught in the blast. They're on painkillers and should be all right. Huge pile of ore must have been kept in some sort of hold accessible by the dry docks in the shipyard. It does indeed contain the metal that we've seen everywhere, a natural alloy that's incredibly ductile and strong. How should we obtain a sample? Well, we have the engineer with us. Let's take it from the heap. We'll get it done. It's possible we can take it from the heap if we're careful. 55%. Proceed. Fail. That's okay. He just lost a bit of mental health. We got the ore. We finally managed to shore up one of the foothills at the base of the heap and retrieved a small piece. It was touch and go there for a while. At one point, we thought it was going to come down on us. We can learn more about this material at the workshop. Yeah, that's fine. So it seems like in most of these events, you can just kind of tell them to do things and you'll take, you know, you have to heal up between fights, but otherwise it's okay. A little injury, nothing too serious. And we're close. We've almost got the 200 points we need. I know these get us patents, but I don't know if we also get science from them. I mean, we do have the Turgles out trying to get us some more science right now, so. Uh-oh. Is that them coming through the Exogate? Gator requires surgery. One of them has a severe medical condition that requires a surgery pod. Good thing we have one. Yeah, look, here they come. The squarbs. Squarbs. Now. You found one squarb and died to it. And now the squarbs are destroying my reactor room again. The good news is it seems like the squarbs go directly to the reactor room. She's injured, needs diagnosing. Well, we can't do anything else other than just get squarbed, so. Little ambulance bot. Picking up Daisy Johnson and bringing her to a med bay. Look at this. All of our med bays are going great. The squarbs have blown up a few things, then they're opening the Exogate and they're heading back out. Okay. Good news. Her attacking them did seem to make it that they blew up less stuff. Still stuff, but less stuff for sure. And has to undergo surgery. What happened to you? Broken leg. Gators were not paid for $10,000. They may leave the base soon if you don't have enough money. I did not hire $27,000 worth of people here. Okay. Well, let's get some patents going, I guess. I suppose. Let's develop a bio weapon. People should pay good money for that kind of thing. And a new energy source, perhaps. And we'll avoid this regeneration, but maybe this medical treatment could get some money for us. Fingers crossed, that's enough. Now, I need all these generators built. Do we have the money to build them? Because apparently I don't have money anymore. I have enough money for 2 of them, and that's not enough of them. So we got to turn off some planets. Oh, that's a little annoying. Josh Johnson and Kevin Murray. Yeah, like 2 of my best scientists are the ones who didn't get paid. I literally don't know what caused that. Okay. But I do know I have 2,000 bucks, 2,000 research, which allows us to research basic ore. And I can sell ore once we start refining it. So I'm hoping that this really helps solve one of our big chokeholds. Your engineers brought back ore samples. Excellent, excellent, excellent. I'm hoping that there is also a medic in that crew. There's not. Yes, there is. Nakamura. So all of these people need like surgery and repairs and stuff, and all of my medics have been out doing jobs. Honestly, having a bunch of people blow up has been difficult to deal with because the recruitment drives cost so much money. Thankfully, all my medics are shooting guns instead of healing any of the many, many people that need their help. Hasn't been paid. Collecting treatment from dispenser. And dispensing it? Yes. Good stuff. Let's get these beds cleared up. No, don't go to bed. People need surgery. This guy's like, I didn't get paid, so I'm not doing my job. And this guy's like, I didn't get paid, so I'm not doing my job. And nobody else can do their job because these guys haven't done their job. This is rough. What's going on? Are you on strike? You're leaving the base.
They have decided that the most effective medicine is treating the enemies with lead before treating our own.
I love that we decided to not pay our senior scientists and instead pay all the interns, thus absolutely buckling our income. What happened here? How did our patents go down so much and our salaries go up so much? We didn't hire that many people. We didn't hire anybody, if I'm going to be honest. We were making 20,000 and then we went like negative 30. Is it because was the commission giving me money every single time? And then they decided like, okay, you're like a year into the game, so we don't give you money anymore or something like that. Gross. I can't believe that, man. We lost our two best scientists. I don't even know if I can do surgery here. Okay, here comes Brian Adams. He's going to do a little bit of work. Good. All right, at least that's one bed clear. He can only do mental health conditions, it looks like. No, he might be able to help them. I don't think he is a high enough level to cure these two. She has severe burns from being attacked by an octopus, a squarb. John Wright is walking around naked. I think she's gonna die. I don't know what's happening in this base. Seems to be the start of a spiral. I mean, I hope not, but it's giving me a little bit of that vibe for sure. Now you want to say hi to everybody? Oh, you're hooked. Here we go. Here we go. All day you've been hiding. Finally come out to say hello to chat. You're so fluffy. You're just a ball of floof. What do you think about the squarbs? Are you pro squarb or anti squarb? You don't have any strong feelings one way or another? You're like, you know, the squarbs, they're doing their own thing. They're just protecting themselves. Oh, you're so well behaved. All right. Okie dokie. I think it looked like she just got healed a little bit. She did. Yes. Brian Adams is working on her severe burns. That's good because she looked like she was about to die. Ouch, 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 ouch. Neil Anyami. We had a character named that once before. Seeing as how Daisy Johnson let all these people into the base. Well, she's not a boy though. Let's go with Kevin Campbell. Neil Anami, I am an alien backwards. Ow. Cyphus, hello. These cats, these wild animals. Oh, okay, we're going up to negative 37. Can I write any more patents? Like, I have to. I know that this is not going to pay very well, but... like, I don't really have a choice. If I don't write more patents, I'm going to just have everybody leave my base and run out of cash. So...
Hey, how are the game?
the game is good. Jokum, thank you so much for 17 months. The game is going pretty well, honestly. It's a good bit of fun. Do I not own this planet? Oh, I don't own any of those planets. All right, well, we better expand to claim this planet that has rocks on it that we discovered. Recommended level 1. Oh, that'd be really nice to connect to. I wouldn't mind discovering a 1. You're a 9. You're a 6. I think all of my teams are messed up, though. Yeah, the Turgles are the only ones with a real team. All right, a medic, a scientist, and I guess I'm going to put Lucas Lima on this team. I could put Scottish on this team. And these three kind of need to stay in the base. I guess I could put Daisy on it, even though she's really wounded. So SG-1 is out of commission for a while, but beta test and Turgles, maybe. Maybe. Shark Jumping Walrus, thank you for the tier 1 sub, my dude. Welcome on in. Much appreciated. Let's find a way to connect to this sector. We've already done this one. Have we? It's just unclaimed. Yeah. And this one. I guess I could do both of those. Connect to this. And then create a mission with... God, which team is the engineer? John Wright, but you're wounded. Digestive infection. All right, well, I guess once that's healed, he can go back out. But until then, I guess not. Is there any science I can do? 8, 10, 9, 7s. This one's 6. They really need to make it that you can open this window and see what the hell is going on. You know what? I got wounded people on literally every team. These 3 wounded people are on all of my teams, so I'm just going to have to hold off. Let my doctors do their thing for a little bit. We should be making money once this patent goes through. Not a lot, but enough to stabilize, so... yeah, the game's been a bit of fun. We're playing on the balanced difficulty, and we're definitely hitting some weird difficulty spirals. It's I guess there's like the fact that you can only get XP really from doing missions, and that the missions are a little bit like random generated in terms of like what patents and everything you get out of it. It seems like we're a bit stuck on money, which has been rough. That patent just got out. We're going up by 3,800. Wow, that literally got out under the wire. Yeah, so we were making like 20 grand a month in variation. And then I think it was because we were just getting money from the council. Because right now we ain't getting jack. Yep, actually we're going to lose money this month. What? What? I just had 2 months end in rapid succession of each other. And now I'm losing 5,000. Why am I losing 5,000 now? Because my bioweapon research is done. Oh yeah. Oh, we're toast. Yeah, we've death spiraled. We've 100% death spiraled. I need 30,000 cash. Get 10,000 from this. I need 30,000 cash in order to build all this stuff. Raw ore storage is 5,000. All right, so we're gonna sell the cremation unit. I'm gonna raw ore storage, and then I need to make another 7,000 to make the foundry. We need to find a planet containing astral, which we have, and we need to send a mining operation of engineers. John Wright is still wounded. Doesn't make any sense. Okay. Okay. I'm going to send SG-1 out. Assign a team, SG-1. Ten days, I guess. Extremely high injury chance. Great. John Wright is in no condition to go on a mission. So hold on. The scientist Scottish is actually not doing anything for me here. So I'm going to put Neil Ayanami on this one, because he'll at least reduce the risk. And sadly, you can't prioritize, like, heal this dude. So every time someone's healing someone, they're just healing Daisy Johnson, and we lost all of our medics. Where our medics are just sitting around doing nothing, I'm not sure. I think we only have... Yeah, so I need him to do surgery on Lauren Lee. She's my other medic, and I can't do surgery on her because my medic, who was high enough level to do surgery, I think left, or he's just spending all of his time trying to heal up Daisy Johnson, who got attacked by the squarbs. Next playthrough, just one team. I mean, I like, kind of, yeah. I think that's actually not the worst idea. She's got to be finished healed here. No, man. So she's still... This guy sits down, and then he tries to get another pill, and then he picks up the pills, and then he goes to bring them, and then he gets tired and has to go to bed. No, actually, he succeeded. Oh, but she's still like one tick off. And then he sits down, and then he gets back up, and he gets more pills. And can he bring those pills? This has got to be the last injection. Retrieving weapon. And then he goes to go sit down. And then he gets up and he goes, let's go heal Laura Lee. No. He's going to heal Jay Wright instead, who has a digestive infection, but only needs one. He's cured. Oh my God. Come on, man. You're so close. You're level 4. I know you're like doing really bad on hunger and brain fatigue and everything else. And oh my God, am I being attacked again? You gotta be joking me. Invaders are coming through the Exogate. 3 of them. Dude, she literally just finished getting healed because she can't kill a single squirb on her own. That's game. That's for sure GG, right? Like, I can't bounce back from that. They attacked Lucas Lima, who was my other soldier. Neil Ayanami is trying to get a gun. He killed one. He actually killed a squirb. He might kill a second squirb. Oh my God, he's not going to kill a third though. I cannot believe. I am beyond belief. If only my doctor would actually do anything. Jesus Christ. Dude, get her. To the goddamn surgery pod. There's only one character he needs to be working on, and it's the other medic. And she absolutely refuses to get healed in any way, shape, or form. And we're going to go bankrupt real fast. Do I have enough? Are those engineers healed? Neil Ayanami is ill, but I could replace him with... I don't really care. Let's just put Scottish on this team. And then assign them here. SG1 is that team, right? Yeah. So we're going to try to see what we can mine. If I can get $50,000 from this quest, I mean, we're back in the business, but I need to get $25,000 in gear before that happens. And those sell for 500. All right, I'm going to sell a specimen container. I can't sell that surgery pod because I desperately need it. Those are 500. Those are 15. I'll sell one of them. Arcade cabinets, 2,500. I'll sell that. What are these worth? 2,500. I'll sell one of them. Let's build. Oh my God. I need to disconnect up to 500 power. Oh man. That's explored. Let's just disconnect this one for right now. It's 100 points, so. And then we can set up a foundry right here. And then I need a astral storage right there. But I need another 5 grand for it. How much do these sell for? 500. Sell one of you. How much are these? 250. How much is a bed? 250. That's 500. The workbench, that's 5 grand. Let's do it. I'm not ready to lose yet. Unscheduled off-world activation. Is the curtain in the way? No, it shouldn't be. She's meant to be assigned here. What is she doing? Is she doing her doctor duty? Must undergo surgery. Yes. No. Yeah, no. Don't go chat with someone. You have your social needs filled. Go into the goddamn pod. I don't even know who we didn't pay. We're losing 7,300 next turn. How long until this mission completes? SG1 on a mission, 2 days. Gabriel Gomez, a level 6 scientist. Collecting treatment from the dispenser. Be really cool if you just lay down and let Brian Adams do surgery on you. The reason he couldn't cure her before is because she was not sitting in the surgery pod. You're going to grab that. Okay. And then you're going to dispense it. All right. If that's really where you want to go. She has like a broken leg or something. Oh my God. Your mining team brought back raw ore from the destination. It can be stored in the raw ore storage in the workshop before being refined using a foundry to produce a useful material. The foundry must be connected to a suitable storage container for the material before you can craft it or sell it. Now, I'm assuming I don't need to... Yes, it's directly connected. Okay. I don't need to put on those foundry connectors yet. So if they bring that ore back... They have instead dropped it on the ground. All over the place. Oh, good. I'm out of medicine as well. Excellent. Excellent. Gabriel Gomez is toast. He's gone. Our max level knowledge scientist. There's basically no way I think I can save him. 5,700. I could sell... I need to sell $400 worth of things. Does that pay you? That does. Now, getting rid of you also probably would have cured some of my financial woes, but I'm really hoping that my goddamn engineers... Get up. What's wrong with you? Bruises? Bruises? This lady's got a broken leg and she's still at work. You've got bruises? She can't figure out how to get the medicine. Yes. Yes. Heal the engineer. Good. Yes. Now, engineer, you need to go get those materials and bring them. What do you need? You need a med bed. You can find one. No, you don't need food. John White, are you the other engineer? Yeah, you're sleeping. You also have an injury. Starvation. Okay, well, that you can solve yourself. Super Sheepy, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the agency. Oh, that curtain. Maybe. Maybe. Who knows? You're just starving. Why are you lying down? You just need a sandwich, my dude. You don't need medical attention. Get over yourself. All right, Daniel Martin retrieves the raw ore, brings it to the foundry. Puts it in the bucket. It begins processing 13 kilograms, which I'm hoping 1 kilogram equals 1 unit, because if it doesn't, I'm in trouble. Okay. This is maybe promising. We might be onto something here. If I can mine ore on the regular. I need to process 10 units. Does that mean I need to have 10 units processed at once is the real question. The current price is pretty good. All things considered. $4,600. I don't want to sell it and then like tank the market. I love the idea that like on the market it's like, oh, it's going up and down and up and down, and it's like, this is a foreign space material. This should only be up. Like nobody has access to this. We are the first. Oh my god, we don't have enough, do we? We don't have enough goddamn ore. Oh no, there is more. Yes! Oh my god, it's gonna be enough. An invasion will begin in 10 days. Can't wait. Absolutely can't wait for it, my dudes. I don't know. I guess like just go there. We're like here, maybe. That seems like a good spot for you, right in front of the weapons. Okay, we sold 6. This should be brick 4, which should be 10 units. Assuming it doesn't screw me. Yes. Bring back and display an alien artifact. Research the library. Build a library of 20 blocks. Build an artifact storage. Explore an exoplanet for signs of alien artifacts. Recover an alien artifact and store it in the library. Library is going to take 400 research points. I cannot possibly imagine how we can get that together. Let's see. I'm going to take Gabriel Gomez. I'm going to put him in this. My medics are all going to stay behind. And ours are... I guess I'm going to take Scottish off of this team. Oh, they're on a mission. Scottish actually doesn't serve me any purpose going in and getting ore. But I think with ore coming in now, we actually have a chance to do something. Lauren Lee, would you get in that medical bed? They're trying. They're trying to get everybody back. Lucas Lima, you were up and now you're down. Must undergo surgery. Homie, I don't know where you're going then. Are you leaving the base? Needs physical treatment and a med bed. Physical treatment, physical treatment. And she's now just having a chat. Well, I'm trying my best for you. They are back from their mission. Yes, yes. So I'm going to take Scottish off this. I have to cancel this mission to take him off. Okay. It's a little annoying. I see now, though. I'm going to put him here. So that team of scientists... all requires 3 gators. You can't have a half-filled team. So I need to do like an engineer recruitment drive. I'll do it. 10 days for a single engineer. I will take literally anybody I can. For as cheap as possible. Oh boy. We've lost $7,300. All of our soldiers are in the med bay. I literally haven't been able to heal since the last attack. Because my medic can't figure out how to cure her goddamn broken leg. So these guys are going to do an incalculable amount of damage. And I desperately need to find science. What's really fun is these guys are going to blow up all my reactors. And I'm not going to have enough power to maintain that exogate. Oh, there's only 2 of them this time. Neil Ayanami, retrieving a weapon. You're a little slow at it, but you're a good shot. He's also extremely wounded. He actually hasn't healed from the last fight. Oh, no, there's 3 of them. Never mind. They were just stacked. You're dead. That might be it. They're going to take a lot of these. Two, 3, 400, 500. Just a leisurely walk to stop an invasion. Yeah, like there's no urgency in your soldiers whatsoever, right? It's not the moment the klaxons start whirring either. It's like after the invasion has been, like, they're halfway in the base. They're like, yeah, maybe I could. Maybe I could kill something. Like, I think one thing maybe I should do here is actually recruitment medic. At this point, some medics would be nice. Not that I have the patents. Ooh, this is at a really good high. The new engineer comes in one day, and then we can go mine for more metal. I'm hoping with the metal, we can just like keep sending out an engineer squad. And like that should be enough to keep that rolling. I just have to assume that those planets don't run out. Which is a great question. One is better at knowledge, one is better at social. One is cheaper. Why not? Why not hire candidate? Medic. 54, 45. Let's take the cheap one. Why can't I hire anybody? Just wondering what happens if I click that a few times. Now the real question begins. Da, da, ba, ba, ba. The cloning program is a smashing success. Yes. How does the game work when you have 50 colonists in your base? Can you absolutely exploit it? The frames start dropping pretty quickly. How do you do, fellow human? We're being harassed by something. By what? It's throwing rocks at us. It's a forest. Glued sounds creepy. Ah, the rocks are alive. How inconvenient. I want a sample. Put a scientist on it. Don't kiss the planet. So, my med bay should be working pretty well. Interesting. They don't show up in my list. So we've spawned about 100 new colonists, and I can't do anything with them. Crud, crud, crud. Rip them off. Good work. Continue the mission. Well, I think our campaign is going to end a little early today, maybe. I mean, we could do a restart. This is, I think maybe there might need to be a little bit more bacon in the oven here. A nice couple glitches in this campaign, to be sure. To be sure. This game is a really nice little concept. I like it. I rather like the planet exploration stuff. There's something really cool about this. Oh, you can also, I see, zoom all this way out. Whoa, okay, so we only discovered, like, man, a sixth of the star map? If that. We did discover alien life, but we never got to contact them, which is I'm a little sad about. It does seem like you don't want to have 3 squads, and definitely don't click the recruit button if it's not working, because otherwise you'll end up with 1,000 people in your base. They all have like 5 medical conditions. What if I click this? Can I put you on a team? No, it won't let me. I've always it's like turbo glitched out the game. Can we roll back? Actually, we might be able to roll back. Hold on here. Let's go back to. Not being able to recruit people though is a huge problem. Okay. Oh, perfect. This is actually right before the recruitment triggered. So I'll be able to discover whether or not this is completely bugged. Where are the frames? Goodbye, frames. Clearly they dialed into a planet being sucked into a black hole. The only solution to explode a small nuke near the Stargate. Listen, we steered into that black hole and it did not go great for us. Hey, it worked this time. Unfortunately, I think I hired the wrong one. I want the cheap medic. Oh no, I hired the right one. I probably don't want 2 of them. I mean, I only actually have space for 1 more person anyway, and we definitely don't have the money for this, so. Engineer, and new engineer. And assign team. Engineers. Time and base between missions, 4 days, because I desperately need money. 73% chance of them injuring themselves on these missions. John writes in no condition to go on a mission. He's hungry. He has a critical condition that stops him from going out. It's hungry. All right, Jasmine Turner, you're my new medic. Can you feed him a hamburger? Straight in the stomach? Yay, you did it. Hey, cool, we can actually do this now. I think we made a discovery here which could change the world. We're capable of digesting lava, or is a fruit that lets you grow wings and flies? Digesting lava. I wish, but no. We saw a strange reflection and wound up in a field full of apple-like trees and exo orchard. Our apples reflect back at us like a mirror. I like that I failed this test and it did absolutely nothing. Like, I just made a bad joke and they were like, ah, no. Absolutely not. We have a hypothesis we'd like to do more research before we stake our reputations. Also, this is really cool. I'd just like to know, this is a different mission after going back and loading the save. So these are obviously randomly generated to like a certain degree. Set up a lab for the fruits and the trees. You have scientists there? Yeah, you're a team of literally all scientists. I hope their studies bear fruit. Lauren Lee, oh my god, are you finally lying down to get your surgery? Now, nobody can do that surgery on you except Brian Adams. Can Brian Adams figure out how to do it after he's had a snack? This is the real question. He's capable of doing surgery. You need a level 3 medic to do surgery. Also, these are kind of confusing. When they're filled, it means they need to be treated. But when they're empty, it means they're like met. I would have thought the other way. Give them the juice. I was right about the world-changing discovery if it was made 50 years ago. All right. Succeeded. Gained a level. Nice. 73 science points. Super nice. As I say bye-bye to water shortages, if we found them back then, of course, the trees are similar to musa, so banana trees. The fruits are filled bursting with fresh water. A new water source. Although they look like apples, we think they're more like giant berries full of drinkable water. Covered in a soft, transparent peel. That's why they're reflecting so clearly. Rots away over time, clouding the water inside. The trees draw up water through the roots not only to nourish themselves, but to fill up the fruit. Fill your canteens. It's harvest time. 25% chance. Critical fail. It tastes incredibly sweet, like passion fruit with a hint of honey. There's also something else. Gomez wanted to go on record and say that he aren't happy that we stole this drinking water. We may have disturbed an ecology a little, but we've barely left a trace. If the people that planted these trees ever come back, there's still plenty for them, not to mention for any native fauna that might need to drink. What do you mean it stole this drinking water? But Gomez, we're space colonizers. This is what we do. We go to planets, we wipe out the local species, and then we say that we got there first. At least we know to come where the oceans dry up. Maybe, maybe not. Continue the mission. End mission. Well, they came back with 73 science. I'm happy to say that. Unfortunately, I need 400 for the library. Dude is just sitting here. Diagnosing mental health conditions of nobody. I wonder if I shouldn't just like take him off this desk. You know what? That might actually be the problem. You know what? That might actually be the problem. It totally is unreal. It's not So this is assigned to bed, but you actually, this is assigned to job. Even though it looks similar in every single way, the reason she couldn't do the surgery is because Brian Adams was assigned to the desk, not the surgery pod. Oh, that's so dumb. And now look at him. He's here right away. Beep booping on the computer. Cutting her up. Fixing her legs. Cutting into her chest. Oh man, okay. What? I'm very glad to have discovered that. These guys come back with a bunch of minerals, a little bit of an injury, but that's okay. They have 4 days to heal before they're sent out again. So I hope they can make the best of it. I need a library of 20 blocks. I might as well start digging. I'm gonna go 25. Anything else we need in here? We lost some stuff. We don't have any maglam yet. I guess it probably wouldn't be too hard to just like spin some of this. I'll wait until there's nothing processing, but I bet if I put the other storage like on the other side of the foundry, just spin it all around a little bit, it'll work out for us. Don't need that much space. Excellent. Oh my god. Starting to make a little bit of sense. We lost $21,000 in salary. Well, we got 1 more month to make sure that we can make a hell of a mining operation profitable. And if we can't do that, we're going to be in some lot of trouble. I need to see how much this entire stock equals in cash. Because if it's less than 20,000, we're in trouble. Beta test is going offline for now, and the Turgles, they're getting repaired. So I guess we just got to wait for these dudes. Lauren Lee, her surgery is done, and it looks like she's now just recovering from the broken leg. One of our soldiers, Lima, is back up. That's good to see. Ooh, man, we might just be getting in through this. Making the comeback. This guy's starving. I really don't understand why people are starving. Apparently this guy needs a med bay. He's irradiated. There's just no free beds. Like, why are people getting starving? It's not like we've run out of food, right? He says, realizing maybe they're a little low on food right now. You better keep processing. Oh my god, I didn't just seriously do that. Am I going to lose all that refined astral right there, or is it going to be like replaced into the building? You can get in and pick it up, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Oof. It's not going to be enough, dudes. I'm still going to be out of money. 23. I think even selling all that juice I really wish someone would just cure our medic so that she could do her job. Instead, we're just like hanging out in the hallway. One of your gators has died. Yeah? Is that so? Well, love it. It's that one engineer. I guess we'll buy a new one. Who needs to heal radiation? Just fire them and get a new guy. That's what I'm talking about. That's the way we do business here at Exogate. You get irradiated? Too bad. Our life insurance plan doesn't cover it. The hire button's broken again. Is it? It is. Okay. All right. Well, I think I'm going to call it at that. It's been a lot. But I think this game it needs a little more bug fixing until it's quite there. It is a really good concept for a game. It's a very fun concept. If the systems work right, it could be really good. But I think it's a little too early for early access, in my opinion. It's close. I mean, I guess it depends on how fast they do patches, right? What do we call it? Agent? It depends on how fast they do patches. But that's busted. That's busted right now. So, how am I getting on? And by fire, you mean the crematorium? Scottish, you've been doing okay. You were doing science stuff, and that worked out. That worked out right. Got to spend money to make money. Yeah, I mean, it's the patent system is definitely really tricky, because if you like fall out of the loop on that, it's really hard to recover. I don't know. I think there's a really good game in here, but I think it just needs a lot of fine tuning right now. So my big question will be like, how fast do they manage to patch it? How often do they manage to patch it? And do they hit these like critical bugs right away, right? So, but there's definitely something here, you know. I think it's a pretty interesting game, all things considered. But, you know, you can't play it if I can't. if it just keeps breaking on every corner, I can't really play it anymore. Like, there's nowhere I can go without it being busted. So, that's going to be it for today.